I think we're gonna kick it old school gaming intro.
Systems awake, power rooted, the battlefield loaded. Yeah. Steel in the hands, static in the air, 1,000 failures carved into muscle memory. This is not a hobby, this is discipline, this is repetition until instinct replaces doubt. Frame stutter, servers burn, the will remains. No tutorial, no mercy setting, only forward motion. Rastov rises from the machine, from the noise, from the endless war. Including consequence, no surrender key, no safe extraction, only the next engagement. Armor cracked, controller won't smooth, hand steady under pressure. Every match a campaign, every session a siege. Victory measured in inches, not applause. You do not wait for balance, you adapt, you endure. Warhammer break, for the grind eternal, for the matches without end. In the darkness of the queue, there is only skill. No God, no pity, only for form. Rastov rises, forged in lost games, hardened by resets, unbroken by numbers on a screen. Those turn presses, the machine remembers. Whoa, this is not rage, this is focus sharpened into a weapon. This is not rage, this is focus sharpened into a weapon. This is patience, learn the hard way. This is control when chaos is louder. Every loss logged, every win recorded. The campaign continues. Rastov rises, banner raised in digital fire. From casual noise to total commitment. No final boss, no end credits. Only the long walk. Stream live, weapons hot, beacon. Stream live, weapons hot, beacon. Stream live, weapons hot, beacon.
What's up, beautiful people? Welcome back to another day in paradise. And today is a better day, okay? Today is a better day. Things are starting to feel a lot better. It's just one of those things you just have to go through it, you know? So yeah. So I'm grateful for your patience. I'm grateful for the messages, just the support, everything, you know? It's I feel bad because it's not like, you know, it sucks to not be on form, you know. It just sucks to not be on form, but I'm very grateful. You know, we've got a fantastic community here. Yeah, everyone a part of it. It's just amazing, and you know, it feels like a genuine blessing. You know, it feels like a genuine blessing. It's a privilege to be able to stream for you guys. You know, to give you laughs, to, you know, just enjoy.
At DinGD6 I super chatted $4.99. Howdy boss man.
What's up, Dingy? Good to see you. Alex with the 5 gifties off the rip.
Hear ye, 5 just hit. Check your name, did you get
one? Welcome in.
Don't be quiet. Hey, who said that?
Thank you.
5 in just like that. Say hello, you're in now. Make some noise, let's go. That was clean. Thank you.
Appreciate you, brother, as always. I'm so excited to play this game again. I have not, so it's one of those things, whenever I have a game that I want to play and I want to bring it to the stream, I'm like, what is going to be the engagement point for you guys? What's going to be fun? You know, what are you going to enjoy? This is going to be fucking cool for a couple of different reasons, right? It's a good story game, but the fact that, like, you guys are able to have characters in the game, and, like, I'm going to be able to give you guys, like, dope as shit armor, cool weapons. Like, for me, that's cool, right? If I was watching a stream of this game, I would want the streamer to put me in it. So, look, we've got a fucking squad, okay? We have a massive, massive squad of people. If anyone new wants to get added to the squad, it's just $10. Now, if you also want to influence a decision that we make, that's $5. And that's as far as it goes. I've added a portrait pack, so everybody has, like, fucking cooler portraits now, that which kind of match their character a lot more. I feel like we should just jump in and I should just show you, right? Like, let's just go have a look. We're back here. All right, so this is Rastov von Valancius, okay? This is my guy. This is the portrait. So this, I mean, I think that kind of fits the character, you know? I think that kind of fits. I think he's kind of badass. Oh. Powerage said, it's a treat to be your noble soldier that fetches sticks as a side hustle. Well, shit, we're going to be going to a lot of places you can grab some sticks, my guy. We're going to be going to a lot of places you can grab some sticks. What's up, Thrifty? It's nice to see Sapphire here, Dingy, MJ, Alex. Who else is here that I missed? Did I miss anybody, or is the crew all here? And anybody that's lurking at the moment, it's good to have you guys here as well. Okay, are you ready to see everybody's characters? They're all leveled up, and of course, Powerage. We've got Seth Lux, right? He's our Astra Militarum commander, soldier, and I think that's a pretty dope portrait. You know, I think it looks, it's pretty close to his character, I would say. What's up, Corey? Good to see you. Said, this is the day we find out your full name is Rasputin Stovenheim. Dude, that is a badass name. That's a Final Fantasy 14 character name right there. I love that. Oh yeah, this is yeah. So we're still rocking the same drip. All right, now we move on to the Great Boomdini. Bro's rocking. He's rocking a staff and a sword for now. Look, I have no gear. You're not meant to have this many characters off the jump, okay? You're not. Now, what I would like, okay, what I would like, and it doesn't matter if he does it or if someone else does it. I can make, because let me actually, before I show you that, fucking hell, it's doing this again. All right, because there's mods, it does this weird light thing. There is a mod that allows you to create special classes that usually you can only get on companions. So there's this mod right, there's this mod called Playable X. And what it does is it allows me to either make a navigator. So I talk to Fire and he's now the navigator. We've got a Death Cult Assassin as well, which is MJ's character. We can also make Adeptus Sororitas or a Tech Priest. Now, I don't know if Corey wants to be in the game, but I would like to have a Tech Priest on the in the squad, and I would really like it if it was Corey. Now, whether or not he does it himself or someone else does it for him, I just need this to happen. Okay? I just need this to happen. So, if someone want to... Now, I would just add him, but it wouldn't be fair to everyone else that paid. So, you know, if someone drops a 10, then I'll whack him into the game. But if someone could do that, I'd be very grateful. It just makes sense, right? It just makes sense. Our tech wizard... Okay, there we go. Done. Done.
At Alex_T0617 super chatted $10. Make Corey the tech priest.
Fuck yeah, let's do it. All right, we're gonna go add Corey to the game real quick. Let me just grab, like, I don't know if I have a tech priest. Actually, I don't know if I can actually even change. No, I can change the portrait. So this is what he's gonna look like. Can't change the clothes. He's just gonna have red robes for now. But we gotta make him our little tech priest. It's not gonna matter what he looks like, but I do want to pick a portrait for him. Thank you very much, Alex. Let's see if we can find something along the lines of what we need. And Corey, I'm gonna need your convictions and your homeworld from you. And then we're going to kick off, and I'm going to keep showing you the rest of the characters. I think we're just going to have to pick a portrait of what he used to look like before he became a tech priest. You know what? I think we're going with that.
At DingyD6 I super chatted $9.99. They beat me to it, but what the heck? Here you go.
Look, thank you, Dingy. Look, we could just add you to the game if you want to be a part of it. Let me know, bro. Let me know. I'll just add you. No problem. Okay, so convictions, Corey. You've either got the option of being heretical, which is a devotion to the corruption and taint of the warp. So it's kind of like corrupted. Oh, you went Iconoclast Death Void? I think I picked Death and, actually, I don't know. Well, I could change it later. I could change it later for you, MJ. I wanted to have it all made before, like, the game started, but we can fix it if it's wrong. Dogmatic is the belief in holiness and infallibility of the laws of the Imperium, adherence to the precepts of the God Emperor and the holy chosen ones, carrying out his will to the ignorant and unruly masses, unfettered hatred of the enemies of mankind, be they traitors, heretics, xenos, or servants of chaos. And then we have Iconoclast, which is the belief in the value of human life and freedom, faith in the power of goodwill, capable of overcoming the horrors and dangers of the universe without the need for artificial prohibitions, the desire to seek out common ground and compromise rather than uncompromising destruction. So, which one of those stands out? Dogmatic? All right. Glory to the God Emperor. Fucking love that. Now, we've got Death Worlds, Voidborn, Hive World, Forge World, Imperial World, or Fortress World. Good to see you, Callum. Day's been all good, brother. You know, Death World is like basically Space Australia. Void is kind of just like, you know, ships or Void-related stuff. Hive is just mass amounts of population. Just nothing but population. Just fucking buildings as far as the eye could see. Forge Worlds, there are lots. This is where a lot of, you know, Adeptus Mechanicus, which is what tech priests come from. I mean, if you want it to be thematic, Forge World would be the way to go, but it's up to you. Imperial is just, you know, it's basically just the United States of planets, basically. And then Fortress Worlds, which are just basically big, giant training camps. That's putting them incredibly fucking simple. That's putting them incredibly simple. Let's go with Voidborn. Okay. All right, we can definitely do that. Denji said, use mine for someone else, please. Okay, I mean, if we want to add someone else, if someone else wants to join, okay. Now, you've got to pick between warrior, officer, operative, soldier, and blade dancer. I mean, operative is the most thematic, but it's up to you. Didn't I automatically win last night after making your guy? Well, I just showed everyone your guy, Seth, so I got to show you again. But we're just getting through Corey now. Just getting through Corey now. But Corey's got to decide what he wants to be. What do you want to be when you grow up? What do you want to be when you grow up, Corey? The ironic thing is I've just recruited this shit. You want to be a blade dancing tech priest? Okay. Okay. I don't know if this is going to work, but fuck it. We're going to try. You know what? I fuck with it. Yeah, let's get it. This shit's going to be weird. Oh my God. Yeah. No, look, I get it. I get it. Okay, how are we going to do this? Let's see. We'll do that. And then I guess... Let's see... What are you going to be good at? It's gonna be so interesting. What's up, Raze? Nice to see you. Let's see. What are we gonna do? Well, if you're gonna be using melee weapons, we probably want to get you some strength. Yeah, okay. This is gonna be such... Okay. Alright, now what do you want your name to be, Corey? You like Blades Singer Wizards in D&D? No, I mean, you know, that would be probably the Sanctic Psyker, but if we were doing something like that in this game. But look, anything is possible, okay? This is going to be an experience for all of us, okay? Ned Chorus. Okay, I love that. Ned Chorus. Welcome to the squad. Okay. Now, all right, let's get back to looking at everybody's characters. So first off, like I said, we've got Seth. He's got a shiny new portrait. He's our Astra Militarum commander. He's a soldier. Then we have the Great Boom Dini, who is our Psyker warrior. And I think he's got a pretty dope fucking portrait. Personally, I think his portrait's pretty damn cool. I want to tell you something really funny about just the back end of YouTube. My time, right? If I so like fucking 12 p.m. lunchtime, right? 12 p.m. lunchtime. At 11, like anything up until 11:59, it shows on the back end as New Zealand dollars. Anything after 12 p.m. shows as US dollars. It literally changes as soon as it hits 12. It's so buzzy because, like, I'll be streaming on the main channel, and then all of a sudden, you know, we have 30 minutes over, right? After 12, my time is when we usually end, 30 minutes after, like, 12:30. So, like, it'll show, like, X amount, and then all of a sudden it just fucking drops like crazy. I'm like, what the fuck's happening? So this is the Great Boom Dini. And then we have the Shadow King, Hemi, who is our Crime Lord Blade Dancer. Right? Moving on. We have D's Nuts, who is our Crime Lord Warrior. Oh, this is gonna be so fucking stupid. This is just a dead character, Nom Nom, who's not getting used like whatsoever. So you can, yeah. We have Stick Grabber, our noble soldier. I think he looks kind of dope, right? I think he looks kind of dope with these new portraits. We then have Overlord Fire, who actually we changed him to a navigator, because otherwise we would have had to keep using one of the companions, and I don't really want to do that this run. I want this run to just be about using you guys. Now I don't know if that's a good idea. I might just kick them all off the ship. I might just kick all of the companions off and say fuck it, but I don't know. I haven't decided that. So yeah, that's Fire, our navigator. Then we have Alex Torres. He's our Navy officer warrior. And I think he looks pretty badass personally. I think he looks fucking dope as shit. I obviously need to get everyone better, like actual gear, because we only have swords at the moment. Swords and pistols. We have Marge. We have Marge, who has our Death Cult Assassin Blade Dancer. Which I think that portrait's dope as shit, personally. I think that portrait's very cool. So I think I did a great job. And then, of course, we have Ned Chorus, who is our Tech Priest Blade Dancer. Oh, God. All right, let's just see how this goes. We're going to give him... I think we're going to make Ned Chorus... Let's see. We want to give him Medicaid. Death from a... This is going to be so fucking cooked. There's no way that this works, but who knows? Oh.
At Alex
Okay, yep, I got you, bro.
T0617 super chatted $5. I love my character. Great job. Can I just have my name changed to Alex Legend Eternal?
Yep, I can definitely do that for you. Let's see. Oh, okay. So we need to get Ned Chorus's agility up a lot higher for an ability like this. Okay. Let's have a look. Okay. Rising tempo. You know, I think we're gonna pick that, and then this is so fucking cooked. Okay, let's see what else we can get. Scan him. Okay, no. No. Now it's gonna basically refer to him as Pascal because it took Pascal's like Tech Priest can use their Mechadendrite to restore the wounds of an ally once per combat. I don't know if he can do it to himself. It's only it's a friendly. Let's see. You know, I'm gonna take some stuff that you normally wouldn't take. This is gonna be so fucking stupid. All right, let's give him. Oh, I can't. Okay. All right, so let's just put like oh, this is not gonna work. Okay. This is not gonna. I don't have time for this. Okay, hold on. Let me see how we can do this. There we go. We'll give him a sword. And can we put something else in there? Not. No. You'll give him a gun. All right, look. You know what? Fuck it. Fuck it. He doesn't need a gun. Maybe he does. I don't know. You know what? It's fine. It's totally fine. He can just have a gun that's off to the side. Look, you're not meant to do this, okay? It is what it is. Okay, so I need to change. I need to change the fucking name. Okay. Okay. Alex, Legend Eternal is what we're doing. There we go. Now we've got a shitload of people to talk to. We literally stopped. We haven't done anything yet. But first, I want to go actually to my captain's quarters and see what we can get. I want to, because, you know, there's going to be some shiny items, and we definitely need some items. Like, we are in desperate need of gear at the moment. We have no fucking gear, like, whatsoever. Let's see. Von Valancius Ancestry Records. So these, I think, are all the people that backed the game, which is quite cool. Let's go in our vault. We have nothing in the vault. All right, cool. I guess I'll go fuck myself. That's fine. Okay, we have chest here. All right, it has some gear. Okay, Take some gear. We have some fucking weapons, thank Christ. Okay. Link your account? No, I don't want to. What? Hold on. I've not seen this before. Don't know what I'm gonna have to look at that later. Okay, I'm gonna have to look at that later. Okay, all right. So for starters, let's just see what kind of gear we got. All right. So I'm gonna give myself the fancy sword. Look, because obviously being the rogue trader, you know, being the kind of the king of everything, I obviously have to keep all of the best stuff for myself, right? Like that just makes sense. So I'm gonna equip myself with all the good shit, and I'll give you guys whatever's left. Okay, I think that's fair. I think that's totally fair. Yep, and I equip that cape. Sounds good to me. All right, now let's see who can take what. So I think we want Seth to probably rock with just like assault rifles and things like that. Great Boomdini, he's fine. Let's see. We need a big weapon for the Shadow King here. D's nuts. I think we also probably want I think a shield and sword for D's nuts maybe. But we don't have any of those just yet. Stick grabber. He's I feel like we're gonna make stick grabber like dual pistols. I feel like that's what's gonna happen, but I'm not 100% sure. I almost feel like stick grabber as dual pistols would make a shitload of sense. Let me see. Actually, let's go back here. I'm gonna give me that pistol. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Okay, but we're gonna give stick grabber. We'll give him the well-maintained stub revolver, and he can have a las pistol, and we'll put a sword on him just in case he ever gets up close in melee. Does everyone have at least one kind of weapon? Yeah, we can give the Shadow King a stub revolver just for shits and gigs. Overlord Fire, he definitely needs a fucking navigator staff. Okay. We've got Alex Legend Eternal, who definitely needs a shield. Definitely needs a shield. We've got Marge, who's rocking 2 swords, which is kind of all it needs to be. I'm going to put... Oh yeah, we definitely do not want that helmet on. That helmet ugly as fuck. And then we've got Ned Chorus, who I think I'm going to put this cape on. Wait, what if I give him the shotgun? Perfect. Perfect. Somebody needs to rock the chainsword. No. I think it's got to be D's nuts got to rock the chainsword at the moment. Okay. All right. So we've grabbed some gear. Let's take a look at our our digs. Oh, got a master of. Oh, I could take a bath. Yo, so I'm gonna take a bath. It's not how you hold that gun. I know. Look, I'm gonna get nice and clean. Okay, I gotta get nice and clean for the battles ahead. We gotta save the galaxy. There we go. Now I'm just chilling, having a bath. Let's see. I want to see someone from my retinue. No, I don't want any of the companions. Address the enforcers. You two get in here. I require company and pleasant conversation. You know, I don't think we're that like hard up just yet. So we'll just leave that. All right, let's check out the bedroom. See if there's anything cool we could find. What is this? All right, got some goods here. Data slate. Okay. Change appearance. What does this do? Oh, what the fuck? I didn't know you could do that. Cool. Well, that's good. Is there like anything else in here? No, I think we're good for now. All right. So we need to go find a tech priest and a navigator, but secretly we already have one. So, you know, it is what it is. Okay. Who should we go and talk to? See if the Vox Master has anything to say. He said, "How may I serve you, Lord Captain?" And I met the fellowship check. Someone's like, "Connect me to the vessel's main channel. I wish to bolster the morale of my crew." It is done, Lord Captain. You address the crew with a rousing speech and hear your voice roll through the ship, reaching even the normally quiet corners of the vessel. When the broadcast ends, you hear distant shouts of approval. "Remind me who you are." Voxmaster Octavius Vigdis Suriata of the Ptolemon dynasty, the current Voxmaster serving aboard your vessel. In accordance with the Seneschal's orders, I assumed this duty immediately upon the demise of the esteemed Voxmaster Septimus, who was my grandfather. Oh my god. What are the Voxmaster's duties? I am the ears and the voice of this void ship. I supervise several dozen officers and 3 times that number of support personnel. We receive, send, encrypt, and decode all incoming and outgoing messages through the ship's internal and external channels. We also ensure clean communications and the optimal efficiency of the crew's Voxcasters. If you ever want to know what worries and concerns your crew are harboring, what your subjects are whispering about in local networks after their watches, and what their leaders are clamoring over shortwave Vox transmissions, just come and see me. I will satisfy your curiosity. Have the Vox spirits brought you anything interesting lately? Forgive me, Lord Captain, I have no information that would be of interest to you at this moment. Your appearance is unique. You are Voidborn, are you not? My appearance comes from my heritage, generation after generation of people who spent their entire lives in the depths of this void ship. Neither we nor our ancestors have ever left our home, but the same can be said about many denizens of the Imperium's million worlds. We are used to the silence of the cosmos, the voices of the ship. There are thousands of us, but we dwell far from the Lord Captain's upper decks and remain unseen. We are the Voidborn. I don't really give a shit about the rest of what you have to say, so let us return to business. That'll be all. There's a lot of dialogue in this game. Do you want me to read everything, or just the important stuff? What's up, Alexandria? Nice to see you. Let me see. Lord Captain, Master Helmsman Raver at your service. Remind me, who are you? Wait. Hold on. There is something I'm going to check. There's something I'm going to check. Let me just go, that's enough for now. 1 second. Let's save this. I'm going to go back to here. Let me see. There is a mod. There's a mod. I want to see if this works. Let me see. Let me see if this works. I want to see if this mod works. Hold on. This is just going to take me a second. What if I download it, right? Let me go here. Oh, it's that. Okay. All right. Let's see if this works. It might not work. Alexandria, member for 3 months. So when's the next Undertale stream? Deltarune Chapter 5 is coming out June 24th, and you have some catching up to do, sir. Do I just? I look extra handsome today. Thank you. Well, it's a text-to-speech mod. I don't know if it's going to work. It might not. Let me see. Okay. All right, do that. What does this sound?
Speech mod for Warhammer 40k, Rogue Trader, male voice speech test.
All right, hold on. Let me see if okay, hold on. Let me see. Okay. I feel like if we can make this work, it'll work really good. Let's have a look. Okay. Now, what do I even get? Let me see. Do I even... One moment. One moment. Now, let me see if this works. Or just skip to Deltarune. It isn't as good without the background knowledge from Undertale, but it's fun, more fast-paced for sure. Now, I hope something like this isn't going to fucking make me restart my computer, because that would suck ass if that's what happened. Let me see. There's no fucking installer. What? Well, guess I'll go fuck myself. Okay. Fuck do let's see. Wait, is it this? Did I find it? I didn't. How the fuck do you even run it? Okay, download, extract, run the installer.exe. There's no installer.exe. What do you mean? What do you mean? There's no installer. Hold on. Where the fuck is this goddamn installer? Wait. Let me go fucking look at the actual folder. All right. There's no. All right, let me find the actual. Bro, there's literally no fucking installer.exe for this. This is so dumb. This is dumb. It's no fucking installer. Hold on. You know what? You need some elevator music? Hold on. Give me a second. You know what? Listen to this just for a moment. All right, maybe I'm just not going to be able to do this right now. I don't know. Nope. Not there. Nope. Not there. Wait. Oh, wait, no, hold on. No. I think I downloaded the wrong thing. Hold on. Nope. No, I didn't. I mean, this is pretty good. I don't know what the fuck this is. Hold on. Will it work? Okay. No, just do it. It's fine. Oh, I'm not going through. You know what? Fuck this. I'm not going through all this goddamn fucking stress for it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. It does not matter what the fucking thing. You know, are you guys okay with the David TTS reading out the fucking NPCs? Gonna nuke my voice. Oh my god. All right, let's get back in the game. You know, I could always get a female to read it. That would work. People like women. All right, let me get this done. Where the fuck is it gone now? Where's the gun? Well, shit. Okay. Oh no, there it is. Let's see. Okay, how about this?
Speech mod for Warhammer 40k. Rogue Trader. Narrator voice speech test.
Okay, I think that's better, right? Here we go. We'll do that. We'll do that. Awesome. No. Okay. All right, fuck it. We're gonna see how this works, okay? We're gonna see how this goddamn works. What? People do like women. They do. Don't act like they don't. All right, let's try this again. Okay, how do I make him read it?
The tall man before you appears to be woven from tendons and muscle. Blue-veined snake under his white, almost dove-colored skin, and his scalp and chin are covered in cropped white hair. His neck and shoulders are wrapped in wires that hint at the presence of neural connectors under his uniform. The officer's face seems to be twisted in a perpetual grimace of annoyance and anger, but he greets you with a respectful nod. Lord Captain. Master Helmsman Raver, at your service.
I was trying to get a different TTS pack. My Rafflecopter goes swat, 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 swat. Remind me, who are you?
I'm the Master Helmsman, Lord Captain. I stand at the will of this here tub, I mean, your vessel, and bark commands at the idiots who tend to its related systems. In layman's terms, I'm the one who stops us from running into an asteroid or a disruptive gravitational wave when we're traveling through the void.
Box member for 1 month, I'm crying. Do you control the ship in real space?
I wish that was my only job. I have to steer her through the warp too, but most of the credit for that goes to the navigator.
Mm.
The warp's a nightmare, always tossing up something new. All my years at the helm, they count for nothing in there. My part's small enough, I just monitor our systems, follow the charted route, and I don't kick up a fuss when new orders come in from the navigator's sanctum.
There we go.
Real space now, that's where I keep my eyes peeled. Gravitational anomalies, void currents, hard radiation, that kind of shit shows up everywhere. Thank the Emperor, the augers on this vessel are holding up, and so far we've been able to spot if something bad's coming our way.
Hmm. Who are these idiots you are in charge of?
There are too many to list them all. Tech priests from the Enginarium, voidsmen from the auger decks, the work-shy fools on the bridge.
Enginarium.
I'd have every last one of them flogged. They all need a wake-up call. They need to be whipped into shape, or else the ship'll be going nowhere. Or even worse, it'll go somewhere we don't want it to.
Damn. I can't believe all those tech priests from the Enginarium. That's fucking funny. You know what? I imagine that this is what servitors sound like as well, actually. That's enough for now.
Right you are, Lord Captain.
Okay, do you know anything about a ship named the Fiery Reckoning?
Raver winces as if in pain. I've heard the name, that much I'm sure of, but I can't recall the details. Ha, I wonder if it was part of that operation that the late Mort was put in charge of. If it was, then there's nothing I can tell you, Lord Captain. The whole thing was kept under wraps. Your best chance would be to ask the High Factotum. Maybe some of his treasury records have mentions of this Fiery Reckoning.
And what can you tell me about the other officers?
Good-for-nothing wasters, that's what they are. Each and every one. Take Janrus Danruk, that highborn weasel. He fawns over the officers, but some of the deals he makes would get him burned alive. He drags other people into his schemes so they can take the fall for him, too. One of my junior helmsmen was ferrying goods from Footfall for him, got caught by the Senes Chal, and ended up in the Void Hatch. Danruk couldn't care less.
Oh damn, that's pretty rough.
The Vox Master, another Ptolemy like the last one, Void rest him, is no better. She cut off half the Vox channels the day she took up her post. Said the Vox systems were damaged and the Enginarium had no contact with other modules, but how am I supposed to steer the ship? Collect the cogs reports with the power of my mind?
The Enginarium is so good.
First Officer Worsrian, I can't stand him. Like every Navy officer I ever met, he doesn't know a thing about controlling a vessel in the void, but he puffs himself up all the same and throws his weight around.
Damn.
Me and him had to have words a few times before he left me alone. Thank the Emperor Lady Theodora trusted me more than the Senes Chal when it came to helming a void ship.
And the Senes Chal. Okay, look, I want to try and find a better voice.
Then there's that woman, what's her name? Tlass. Lady Theodora brought her along wherever she went, and look what happened to her. I wouldn't be surprised if it turns out it was that witch that delivered her to an early grave, just like countless souls before. I don't see why anyone would want that walking calamity on their ship, but some would disagree. They say she's friends with young Ptolemy, you know. Or at least, she used to be.
Tell me, do you like anyone at all?
Raver looks perplexed. What kind of a question is that? I like you. And Lady Theodora before you. Where would I be if I was making cracks about the rogue traitor? Ha, I don't want to die just yet.
Okay. I have to go now. Okay. I'm gonna save that. Alright. I want to see just real quick if I can fucking work this out. Just real quick. Real quick. I swear to God, real quick. Oh my God, that shit is so fucking funny. I cannot deal with it. Hello, I am the helmsman. Oh my God, more TTS voices. Oh, okay. Okay, let's see. Well, how the fuck does this work? Oh my god. No, I need simple. I need simple. Okay. Look, we can work this out together, okay? We can work this out. Okay, let's have a look. Wait, what does this do? Windows key. All right. Narrator. Add voices. Wait, there's oh wait, I can do it this way? Okay, hold on. All right, let me download some voices and see if this works. Hopefully this works. It may not work, but we're gonna try. We're gonna try. God, for the love of Jesus, please fucking work. For the love of everything that's goddamn holy. Oh, please. Please. Please work. Let's do you. I swear to God, if this works and we get like a serviceable voice that can read out all this text so that my throat doesn't feel like I got sent to prison for a while, you know, like I'll be super happy with that. Oh, I would be so stoked. Okay. All right, let me just have a look. All right, so we've got these two added now. Now they're added to the thing. Okay.
Hello, my name is Nija. I am a high-quality speech voice that you can use for your screen reading needs with your narrator, which is a screen reader app built into Windows. You can use my voice while interacting and reading text with narrator, and I hope you give me a try.
That scared the shit out of me. I clicked it accidentally, and I didn't think it was going to start talking. That scared the shit out of me. Oh my God. Oh my God. I fucking jumped.
Hello, my name is Ryan. I am a high-quality speech voice.
All right, fuck it. We'll download you too. That fucking scared the ever-living shit out of me. Like, I did not... Because I clicked on a bunch of them and nothing happened. It literally nothing happened. Okay, well, let's add... Wait, what is... No, preview not available for this one? Okay. Let's go with...
Hello, my name is Guy.
Okay, we're going to add you in. Now, the thing is the mod going to pick up these voices? That's the thing I'm worried about. Because if it doesn't, then this is all kind of pointless. Let me see if it picks it up without me actually exiting the game. Let's see. No. How do I get it to change these voices? How do I... Maybe I have to exit. Okay. So we've added a few voices now.
Hello, my name is
Fucking
Prabha.
hell.
I am a high-quality speech voice that you can use for your screen reading needs with your narrator, which is a screen reader app built into Windows. You can use my voice while interacting and reading text with narrator, and I hope you give me a try.
Dude, I thought it was about to say, I hope you give me 5 stars. That's crazy. Fucking hell. That genuinely is a fucking jump scare.
Hello, my name is Sonia.
That's not bad. No, it's not. It's not that one. There's no way we're doing that. That's crazy. Oh, that scared the shit out of me. Like, it actually made me jump. Okay. Now, let me see. Hopefully, it allows... Okay, we've got a bunch more voices added onto the thing now. So let me see if I launch the game now, if it'll show up on the mod. There's no way I could do that. There's no way I'm putting that as the voice. It's just not gonna happen, okay? It's just not gonna happen. Fucking hell, like my heart's racing after that. That genuinely scared the shit out of me. Alright. Please, mod. Please work. Please. Oh, for fuck's sake.
I am a big special man boy.
Why does it not let me choose the voices? Hold on. Let me go back to the mod. Let me go back to the mod. Okay. I feel like we can make this work, okay? Okay. All right, let me see. All right, well, it says that you can do it. Okay, hold on. Let me, all right, wait. We can do this, okay? Look, I'm actually committed at this point to making this shit work. And if it doesn't, then I'm just gonna cry and have to fucking thrash my own voice. All right, where is it? This one. Let me uninstall. Try that again. Is there a different add-on for it? No. All right, we've reloaded it. Let's see if this works. It's for some reason I have a feeling it's not gonna pick it up, but we can still try. Yeah, I do love playing with the with mods. It says works with all languages as long as you have a voice in that language installed. So, but the problem is it wasn't showing up on the actual like list, you know? It's still not showing up. Fucking show up. Why is it not showing up though? That's the problem. There has to be a way to do that. Why is that not working? Posts. Let me see. Okay. Just give me one moment. One moment. I know. Look, we will play the game. We will play the game. All right. This is. I have to figure this out. I have to figure this out. Why does it not fucking work? I might give up. I might give up. I don't know. This is just like there's no way why it's just not fucking showing up. I did everything it told me to do, and it's not showing up. Let me see. Look, you know what? Playing with mods is the most fun. You know, it is. Okay, so that. Do that. Yep. Okay. Right. Okay. I think I figured out the problem. Okay, let me see. Henry. Okay. I think I figured out how to fix it. Okay, let me go. Let me find this. Look, look. This is. It's gonna be worth it. Okay, it's gonna be worth it. Eventually, it's gonna be worth it. I promise. So, trader. Okay, that. Okay. This is gonna be totally worth it, okay? It's gonna be totally worth it. I hate playing games the way that they were intended. Once it should be worth it, I promise, okay? Okay, so it's gonna be worth it. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be fantastic and fantabulous. How are you guys doing? You guys having fun watching my face while I try and figure out a problem that doesn't need to be figured out? But it's worth it, you know? It's totally worth it. It's totally worth it. Actually, what if instead... What if the answer... Oh, Jesus. Whoops. Hold on. What if the answer is actually... Hold on. There might be a different answer to this question. Right? Let me go to here. No. Go back. Hold on. Open this in a different window. Thank you very much. Okay. If we go here. So I'm trying to find the folder that this is meant to be in, right? Because it should work, but it's just not working for some reason. So here, and then there's this one. No. It's supposed to have its own fucking modding page. Unity thingy. It literally, like, there's literally a fucking, hold on. That's supposed to be, okay. No, okay, no, we're looking for that. All right. Right. I see now. I totally see. You guys know what I see, right? No, where the fuck is it located? No, there. Hold on. Here we go. That's what we wanted. Here we go. Ah, we're making our way downtown. It's almost there. Here we go. Oh, wait, it's in there. It's in there. No, it's in there. Why? It's not. Wait, hold on. It's supposed to, it's literally, okay, this is stupid. It's like, this is the reason it's not working. It should be saying this. It is. It's already doing it. You know what? It doesn't matter. Fuck it. Let's just play the goddamn game. I don't care anymore. For some reason, it just won't do what I want. And that makes me sad. So let me see it one more time. One more time I'll check to see if it's loaded now. Nope. Still just showing up these ones. Still just showing this up. Wait, what if we up the pitch?
Speech mod for Warhammer 40k, Rogue Trader, Narrator voice speech test. Speech mod for Warhammer 40k, Rogue Trader. Speech mod for Warhammer 40k, Rogue Trader, narrator voice speech test. Speech mod for Warhammer 40k, Rogue Trader, narrator voice speech test. Speech mod for Warhammer 40k, Rogue Trader, narrator voice speech test.
Oh yeah. So good. Alright, what if we do that?
Speech mod for Warhammer 40k, Rogue Trader, narrator voice speech test.
We do that. No. I just don't know why it's not showing up these other voices. I'm gonna have to play with it later, but that's fine. That's okay. We might just leave it for now. I mean, we will leave it for now, but... Alright, we're back in the game. We should probably do something in the game. We can always talk to a lot of these people later. Let's just go actually do something. Wait, no, there's one other thing I want to do. There's one other thing I want to do. This is apparently something new that's in the game. Let's go to Sector Bionica, which is, I think, new. I think it's new. Okay. All right.
The implantation throne is majestic in its antiquity. The metal bench, surrounded by countless injectors, manipulators, and vid screens, leaves no doubt as to its purpose.
Wait.
The very nature of this machine is designed to transform living bodies by fusing them with blessed iron. Even to the naked eye, it is clear that the machine is ailing, grievously so. The manipulator's segmented tubes hang limply, bleeding unguent, while the dusty lumens are only dimly illuminated. As the tech priests try to revive the relic, each swing of their censer is like a pendulum ticking down the moments until the throne's untimely demise. Your Lordship, thank you for gracing the Sector Bionica with your presence. You are already acquainted with Drive's master Zira Taler. It is she who has been tending to the ancient relic. She is here to convey the wretchedness of our present position.
What's up, G-Master?
The tech priest slowly extends her mechadendrites, twisting them in an intricate gesture of greeting. Lord Captain. The blessed machine spirit that dwells within the throne is fading. I and many grieving tech priests have been performing unending sacraments of tech healing and prayers of operational benediction on this shrine, but even our devotions are merely staving off the inevitable.
That's way better.
This throne is a creation of the Omnissiah made centuries ago. Even before the unholy desecration of the relic, we were barely able to propitiate its ancient machine spirit to perform sacred augmentation procedures. Many litanies and operating protocols did not survive through the ages. Now, with the demise of the keepers of the implantation throne during the mutiny, they have been lost forever. This sacred machine must be saved at all cost.
And what makes this machine so important?
It is unique. One of a kind. The tech priest's optical augments flash, and surprising fervor creeps into her voice. In the Logis annals of the Adeptus Mechanicus, this throne is identified as a shrine capable of autonomous augmentation rituals. Its loss is unacceptable, and any condoning of it is sacrilege.
How were the relics damaged?
The high factotum clears his throat and grimaces.
During the uprising instigated by the rebellious Master of Whispers, the Sector Bionica was besieged. The janitors and Medici officers heroically defended the throne, but eventually the rebels broke through. Most of the defenders fell in the battle, and many machines were lost or damaged. Many were able to be restored, but the throne was particularly badly damaged.
And what sacraments can the throne perform?
The shrine is capable of autonomously healing flesh and blessing it with augmentations under the supervision of a knowledgeable janitor. Complex procedures can be performed with unimaginable speed and precision, and stimulants administered in the required proportions and combinations. It is a true miracle of the Omnissiah.
And how do we save the throne?
Only a servant of the machine god endowed with the high rank of Genitor Extremis, versed in all the necessary rituals, and learned in the mystical currents of the motive force, can perform the reparative sacraments and reanimate this mechanism. The only place where one might find such a servant is on the cloistered station of Alter Templum Calixus EXT-17.
Oh.
To the best of my knowledge, the cloister Mistress Taller is referring to is located in the Furibunda system. Its denizens are not well disposed to communicating with the laity, but I am willing to leverage every diplomatic connection I possess to gain an audience with the station's clergy.
In that case, time is of the essence.
The Drives Master's Vox Grill emits a binaric aria of thanks.
All right.
The High Factotum adjusts his monocle with a satisfied look.
I thank you for your favor, your lordship. Before you depart the Sector Bionica, I would also like to present to you Genitor Majoris Ferens and Vivisector J's Martinax. They are currently performing an urgent procedure and therefore were unable to attend the inspection in person, but I am certain they will receive the rogue trader's visit as a great honor. If you will follow me.
How we feeling about the text-to-speech voice? Look at the giant squad of people that's just like rolling around, you know? Crazy. It's just so many of you. The smell of medical supplies and weak cries of pain fill the cold air. Two figures stand over an operating table. The patient lying upon it is bound in place and his head soaked in blood. A woman in uniform is desperately trying to force her way to the table.
Please help my son, in the name of the Golden Throne, I know you can. No tech has endured so much. The lined face of the middle deck veteran is contorted with grief. Every word she speaks comes out in a long moan.
Your lordship.
The Medici officer dressed in protective attire briefly looks away from the table to welcome you with a solemn address.
Vivisector J's Martinax, at your service. The rogue trader's visit is a momentous event for the Sector Bionica. Will you grant us the honor of observing the operation?
The hunched tech priest on the opposite side of the table erupts in a furious binaric trill as he struggles to immobilize the thrashing and moaning patient. After a time, he likewise turns his metal-plated face to you.
The life-form Genitor Majoris Ferens welcomes Lord Captain Rastov von Valencius. I second my colleague's statement.
Tell me about the operation.
Lord Captain, our guiding light. My son, no tech, he's injured and dying. I carried him here in my arms, on my own, so the chirurgeons could pull him back from the brink. Please don't leave us. The woman's gaze swings from you to the chirurgeons and back again. Her mental state is obviously unstable. Still working the injector, Martinax turns his head to you.
This young man has suffered a serious head injury that requires immediate intervention. The Genitor Majoris and I are attempting to stop the flesh from dying off while simultaneously deciding on a strategy for further treatment.
Watch the pair at work.
With each of his many ocular implants focused closely on the patient, Genitor Ferens is rooting around inside the man's open skull with a thin, sharp, probe-like instrument.
God damn.
Meanwhile, chirurgeon Martinax's hands, clad in blood-stained gloves, are holding an injector of yellowish solution, which he administers into the patient's brain matter at regular intervals.
Is there anything I can do to assist?
With a whirring sound, Ferens' optical augment focuses on you.
Scanning for the potential utility of the life form, encephalic healing skill is lacking. At present, nothing can be done. Do not be so hasty, colleague. Heal with the mind, not with medicaments. That's one of the key wisdoms of the Officio Medici.
The vivisector stares at the wounded man's face for a few seconds.
Perhaps your lordship's presence will lend strength to the patient. Try to support the patient while we attempt to stabilize his condition.
The man chained to the bed is missing the top part of his skull. The moist pink contents glisten in the lumen light. The patient is conscious, his eyes are open and his parched lips are constantly moving as he mumbles. The man's terrified gaze meets yours, and he falls silent.
How curious, it seems the rogue trader's presence is indeed influencing the patient's state of mind.
Martinax looks back at you with interest.
Whether it is a manifestation of devout faith in his anointed, or a bizarre form of delusion, it can only be to our benefit. Whatever you are doing, your lordship, please continue.
Your mother is here, Notek, and she is very worried about you. Hold on for her.
The patient's clouded gaze is locked on the woman's face, the corners of his parted lips stretching into the faint semblance of a smile. His mother stares back, almost without blinking.
I am the rogue trader, not a soul healer. How much longer do you expect me to entertain him?
We are almost finished, Lord Captain. I apologize for the inappropriate request, but we just need 1 more minute.
I have heard that a good story can dull the pain. Would you like me to tell you about my adventures? On one occasion...
You do not need to finish the tale. A moment later, the two people leaning over the patient simultaneously raise their instruments and, in a colorless voice, the tech priest proclaims.
Registering the complete stabilization of the life form's condition. Internal cortical damage has been treated. Requesting closure of the collat and transfer of the victim to B-class stimulants. He will live, but the stimulants won't replace that part of his brain. If we implant the sacred cortical augment in his skull, it will restore his lost ability to think and act. Lord Captain, please. Your subject has a genuine need for this augmentation. This constitutes a violation of the sacred directives. The value of an individual life form is incomparably less than the value of the sacred technology required. Augmentics of the specified class are rare and are restricted to senior officers. Thus dictate the regulations of the Sector Bionica.
Who is this man?
An expendable life form to be utilized in void battles, one of thousands.
God damn.
A soldier from a Voidsman combat unit and a devoted servant of the Emperor. Lord Captain, this young man has been fighting for his life, even through horrendous pain. If you allow the augmentation to be installed, his perseverance will become an example for others to emulate.
My only son, he's serving in a void unit. I was the one who told him to go there, my poor Notek. Rasps the woman from behind the Medici officers.
And how was he injured?
In the last void battle, Lord Captain, where he barely survived his injuries. He has suffered a few healing attempts from charlatans on the lower decks and endured a long road to come here. However, no weapon can destroy the devotion and fortitude of a true servant of the God Emperor.
And what are your respective proposals?
I understand that my opinion may strike you as strange, for the mere fact that this poor soul has found his way to the Sector Bionica might itself be regarded as a blessing. Yet hear me out.
If I can get
the installation of a cortical augmentation will restore the patient to health, serving as an example for the rest of us through his heroism. This will inspire the people and strengthen their faith in the Lord Captain, and let them know that the rogue trader's mercy will not abandon them in their hour of need. The life form on the operating table is easily replaceable and does not possess any substantial functional value.
Damn.
Therefore, installation of the implant would be devoid of sense. Proposing replacement of lost function by means of Class B powder stimulants. The life form will have limited viability and will be gifted an optimal termination period with partial functionality.
I have made a decision. I have not made a decision. Okay, so I have to decide whether or not this guy gets an augment or not, so that he, I'm assuming, lives? Let's see. You know what? Let's give this guy a fighting chance. Fit the augment.
We hear and obey, Lord Captain.
Martinax offers you a graceful bow.
I will see to the implantation at once. And the esteemed servant of the Omnisci will assist me in this procedure.
The Genitor Majoris's response in Bin-Eric carries a distinct tone of displeasure. Ignoring his colleague's reaction, the vivisector begins inserting thin augmentation spikes into the patient's brain with uncanny precision. Before long, the iron plate of the cortical implant replaces the damaged bone with a resounding crunch.
God damn.
In the silence, you hear the soft sobs of a woman. Notek's mother is weeping helplessly, furiously wiping her eyes with her hand, but now a smile of relief lights up her face. Thank you, your lordship. I will remember your intercession for the rest of my life and pray for your good fortune.
Well, there we go. Who's this guy? All right. Oh, all right. Guess he's just getting. Dude's just getting loaded back into his his room, I guess. So this is all new. This all came out with like the most recent DLC. Look at my fucking squad. Oh my god. Dude, you're not meant to have this many people. You're just not. You're just not meant to have this many fucking people. Oh my god. Dude. If I manage to bring this many people into a fight, I think I'm fine.
I always have a backup plan.
Oh my god. I think I would have to like put the game on hardest difficulty or some shit. I don't know. There's just no way. Like this would completely I think this is potentially just from this. I don't know.
The tech priest stares at you with a single visor. Amidst a tangle of metal and wires, the voxcaster replacing his mouth hisses.
Scanning lifeform, visit registered. Welcome to the Sector Bionica, Lord Captain. You will be received by Janitor Majoris Ferens.
The tech priest turns, and you suddenly realize that he was standing with his back to you. The front of his head is covered in blinking visors.
With the highest priority, I notify the Lord Captain that the sacred Archaeotech is still in an agonal state caused by the malicious actions of the rebels. The functionality of the Sector Bionica is limited. The lifeform Janitor Majoris Ferens humbly awaits your assistance in purifying the reliquary mechanism.
Why do you care so much about curing the throne's machine sickness?
Deep bass notes carrying genuine reverence rumble in Ferens' hiss.
I am inclined to conclude that the Archaeotech augmentation machine harbors a spirit that blesses all things around it with the grace of the Omnisaya.
The janitor sweeps a mechadendrite over the space around him.
Its nodes and pistons are filled with the wisdom of the machine god, unfathomable to humble adepts, and if entropy consumes the spirit entirely, such wisdom will be lost.
Oh, I just hit something. Oh no, I had the same thing. Tell me about the Sector Bionica.
The Sector Bionica performs the repair and installation of sacred augmetics for those who demonstrate the most efficient service to the ship.
And what does a Janitor Majoris do?
Those bearing the rank of Janitor bestow blessings on the installation, consecration, and maintenance of the augments, thus drawing the feeble bodies of humanity closer to maximum efficiency pleasing to the Omnisaya.
And you work in tandem with the Vivisector, don't you?
I deem the results of your scan to be accurate. The Vivisector performs the functions of preparing the carrier for installation of the maximum efficiency configuration.
And who makes the final decisions during procedures?
The opinion of the Vivisector lifeform carries the most weight. The request for a review of the chain of command has not been granted.
I wish to know more about you.
Given your inability to conduct a scan, I will respond to a limited set of inquiries.
I've achieved this awareness check. You and Martinax do not get along.
Scanning, response affirmative. The Vivisector lifeform regrettably ignores the sacred requirements of efficiency in the service of the Omnisaya, attributing it to rudimentary experiences.
Oh. And how did you come to serve in the Sector Bionica?
I maximized the efficiency of the lifeform serving within the sacred manufactorum on Kiavagama. By the blessing of the Omnisaya, I ascended to Janitor rank and was deployed to this flagship. My proficiency in installing augmetics was appraised as exceptional by the previous rogue trader.
Are the tech priests of the Omnisaya even allowed to work with living flesh? I thought you hold it in contempt.
Flesh is weak, but its efficiency can be improved with blessed metal. According to the directives of the Omnisaya, pivotal lifeforms, like pivotal mechanisms, must withstand maximum stress and produce the best results. My duty lies in improving them.
Okay, let's talk about something else. Oh, I must take my leave. I guess we've talked about everything now. Okay. All right, just give me one moment. Just give me one little small moment. Let's see. Let me just check one little thing. This one, and this one, and okay. All right, let me go with maybe if we do this. Okay.
You have selected Microsoft Mark as the default voice.
Okay. Surely this, okay, now surely this works, right? Surely that works. I did it, what, the way it fucking told me to do it. It's gonna show up now. Didn't fucking show up. Ah, I'm gonna... All right, it's fine. It's totally fine. Why would it ever work? Why would it ever decide that it wanted to work? I mean, why, you know, it's not like I followed the fucking instructions. It's not like I did that and it was like, okay, it worked. No, of course not. Son of a bitch. All right, let me... That. Just add it. Okay. Wait. It's not going to work, I know, but I'm going to try it anyway. Wait, hold on. No, I'll just
one step at a time.
let me reload everything. I have faith this time, okay? I have faith this time. Okay, did this. It's really bothering me. It's like it's bothering me so much that I can't fucking concentrate without getting this goddamn TTS thing to work. Do you guys get like this? Where you just get something in your brain and you're just like, I cannot do anything else until I sort it out. Let's see. Did we add... All right. Let's just add it all. Okay, close. To use new voices, close and open and reopen settings as well as any apps that use voices. What the fuck uses voices? Okay. There is also a poll up. If you hate the TTS, then please go vote that you hate the TTS, okay?
You have selected Microsoft Mark as the default voice.
I don't know, man. I could just read it, right? Like I could honestly just read it, but bro. Let's see. I could just read it. But that seems too easy, you know? That just seems way too easy. Yeah. What the fuck, Mesa? What the... Jesus Christ. That is true. I don't have to be stuck on it while streaming. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out later. You are right. You are right. You are right. All right. Let me bring back the game. All right. We got this. We got this. I reloaded the game. Maybe it works this time. If not, that's fine, I guess. All right, let me just check it one more time. No. Okay. Maybe it's this.
At Seth Looks Super Chatted $4.99. It's not working because you haven't appeased the machine spirit in your computer with offerings and prayers to the ominous eye.
You know what? I think you might actually be correct on that one. You genuinely might be correct. I think that's incredibly accurate. Yeah. Let me do that. Okay. All right, sweet. Now I'm at least happy with this. This should be fine. Thank you, Seth. Okay. I want to actually get to some combat, right? But there's a lot. We're at that
Sometimes
point.
you consult the appropriate treatise on Tactica Imperialis and weigh every step. Sometimes, though, you just fire your biggest cannon and save the day.
We're at a point at the moment where we just have to talk to a lot of people. All right, let's...
Unlocked.
Excellence matters.
Did it just fucking say unlocked? Hold on. I don't want it to say shit like that. I don't want it to say stuff unless I tell it to say stuff, okay? God damn it, TTS. Okay, where is it? Where is it? It shouldn't be just playing random things, so... Let me just turn this shit off. We don't want that. Okay, so it should just be this. All right, I think... Wait. Where's the other guy? Where's the other guy?
Open.
Yeah, this is who we want. All right.
A tall wisp of a man hurriedly turns to you. He is wearing an apron covered with dark splotches, and his thin arms are sheathed up to the elbow in medical gloves.
Your lordship. I apologize
Thanks,
for my
Mesa.
appearance.
The Medici officer bows low.
My name is Jays Martinax, and I serve as Vivisector in the Sector Bionica. It is an untold honor to welcome you to our deck. First of all, allow me to express my gratitude for permitting me to place a cortical implant in the injured man. Thanks to your mercy, one more person has been able to continue his service to the God Emperor.
The vivisector makes the sign of the Aquila with his hands and bows to you again, even more deeply than before.
Firstly, I must boldly warn you that, until the relic that powers the Sector Bionica with the miraculous knowledge of the Omniscia is healed, to my deepest sorrow, the installation of sacred implants cannot be performed.
For all his florid speech more typical of a noble than a chirurgeon, Martinax speaks with genuine sadness.
Aw. Why is the implantation throne so important to you?
It is probably a consequence of my years of practice among the genitors.
The chirurgeon listens with genuine sadness to the lilting sounds of the Bin-Eric hymn sung by the technomats to keep the ancient machine alive.
I learned much of the craft of healing from them, and after I found myself in the Sector Bionica, the machine spirit that inhabits this relic became my mentor. The artistry with which this machine joins flesh and sacred metal is so laborious and delicate that no human can replicate its efforts. Many Medici officers here have accomplished great things in their practice, but these successes are only crude imitations of the healing sacraments performed by the throne on their patients. Its loss would rob the Sector Bionica of its soul, Lord Captain. We cannot allow that to happen.
Tell me about the Sector Bionica.
The Sector Bionica is a special part of the Medici facility where we employ augmetics and implants to give life back to those who have been irreparably injured. We replace lost organs with consecrated technologies and offer the maimed the chance to serve the God Emperor once more. The sector's assistants and Medici officers report to me, while its tech priests report to Genitor Ferens. Few vessels can boast a Medici concilium of such quality.
Alright. What does a vivisector do? My primary task is to heal the flesh, Lord Captain. I oversee the processes involved in the workings of the body, and in the case of augments, how well they are joined to the flesh. You might say I make sure that the metal sacred to the Omniscia becomes a true extension of the living body. Chirurgeon raises his chin proudly. You work in tandem with the Genitor, don't you? That's right. Ferens is in the business of coaxing machine spirits with the most sophisticated augments. Martinax's face twists into a strange expression. Who makes the final decisions during procedures? I am in charge of the Sector Bionica. I do not mean to belittle the servants of the Adeptus Mechanicus in general, and certainly not Ferens in particular, but they have much to learn from the Officio Medicae when it comes to healing. Martinax's voice sounds undeniably smug. Well, tell me more about yourself. I'm delighted to have earned your attention, gracious Lord Captain. What exactly do you wish to know? Oh, I've got a persuasion check done. You and Ferenz do not get along. For a second, Martinax's impenetrably friendly tone cracks and he sighs waspishly. Yes, Lord Captain. Sometimes we seriously disagree. Ferenz believes that replacing flesh with iron and receiving the blessing of the Omnisire is the privilege of the few. I, on the other hand, make no distinction between servants of the God Emperor. Every faithful soul deserves a chance to continue working for the glory of humanity. I'm afraid it's not always easy for Ferenz and I to find a compromise. What is my interpretation of a strange expression? I guess. How did you come to serve on the flagship? How did you become a vivisector? I come from a noble line on Janus. Family legend has it that my ancestors knew the secret of the planet's terraforming technology. I, on the other hand, have chosen the path that allows me to transform the person rather than the planet. Advanced terraforming, in a way, augmentation makes humanity stronger than any phenomenon in nature. Isn't that what the God Emperor wants us to be? Why do the tech priests permit you to work alongside them? Augmetics are their preserve, are they not? Jesus Christ. An astute observation, Lord Captain. I am proud to tell you that I had the honor of serving alongside members of the Adeptus Mechanicus back on my home planet. Among the tech priests of Janus, there are entire divisions headed by genitors. The knowledge of the Officio Medicae was essential during more complicated procedures, but the sacred remit of genitors does not include tending to patients' mortal bodies. That is when an experienced Medicae must be brought into the ritual, and thus we found some common ground. I must stress that the esteemed genitors do not permit me in direct access to the machines, since none but they themselves are versed in the mysteries of operating them. My purview is limited to the organic aspect. Let's talk about something else. I must take my leave. Yeah, let's talk about something else. I have to go. Okay, so we can't do anything with the augmentations yet, but we will be able to at some point. Okay, we've got the Astropathic Chapel, Void Ship. Okay, what's the Void Ship Shrine? Okay, now this is where we can actually pick a group of fucking people to come with us. But who do we bring? Okay, so we probably need... We always want to try and bring the Navigator. Okay, and having the Tech Priest there is helpful. Who do we want to bring? I think let's bring... I mean, Seth's here right now. We'll bring Marge with us right now. And Doug's here, so I'm going to bring D's nuts. All right. Hashtag squad. That's right. Okay, the squad. I need to change the way this is because we definitely don't want him in front. Probably like tanky like that. Tech Priest probably over here. He'd probably want to sit back here, I would imagine. Maybe out here, and then like that probably works. No, don't reset. Here we go. Oh.
Let us not dawdle. Success is the only outcome I accept.
Okay. We're going to examine a bunch of stuff.
That's how it's done.
Oh, Initiate Zeke. The Emperor protects. Your Lordship, how may I be of service? Who are you? Initiate Zeke, Your Lordship. I recite prayers and help Confessor Adalbert with the rites. What is this relic next to you? The Initiate looks over at the sarcophagus, the skeleton within it's clutching an orb made up of many tightly fitted hoops covered in glyphs. A mysterious object, but undeniably a holy one. It was donated by a group of pilgrims who studied the legacy of the great missionary, Nadine Alenikov. They believed there was something inside that only someone truly righteous was meant to have. One of the pilgrims was so desperate to witness the moment of the orb's opening that they bequeathed their body to us. Do you have any ideas on how to open this orb? One of your predecessors was the last to attempt solving this relic's mystery. It happened a long time ago, before Lady Theodora was born. That's all I know. Why not just disassemble it? To damage a sacred relic is an unthinkable crime, and to use force to bypass the test of wisdom and faith it contains is terrible blasphemy. Open the reliquary. I'm going to try and solve the mystery of the orb. The initiate opens the lock and hands you the orb. Someone has already moved the hoops around trying to arrange the letters into meaningful sentences. It'll only take a few more rotations for the orb to split cleanly into 4 parts, each with its own question. The answers should presumably be formed using adjoining hoops. Alright. My light reaches everywhere. The greedy will see me in gold. The scholars in humanity's cradle, but only the righteous will see me within their souls. And the answers that we can choose are Emperor, Throne, Aquila, or Strength. I think it's Throne, personally, but I could be wrong. There's always the option of being wrong. But the light of the... I mean, it could be Emperor, though. It could also be Emperor. I'm not sure. The light of the Emperor reaches everywhere. The greedy will see him in gold. Scholars in humanity's cradle, but only the righteous will see me within their souls. So maybe it is actually Emperor. Thoughts? What do you guys think? What are you guys thinking? Anything jumping out at you as what the first answer would be? Emperor sounds right. Okay. All right. For better or worse, something clicks inside the orb. All right, let's move on to the second quarter. I am within every human, and my loss is feared. For without me comes the end, but give me to the Emperor, and you will be eternal. And the options we have faith, life, soul, and blood. My first thought would be life. Because obviously there's life within every human, and everyone's like scared of dying. And most people talk about giving their life to the Emperor, so I would assume it was life. Yep, okay. Another soft click comes from inside the orb. Let's go to the third quarter. I am poison, I am perdition, I am disgrace. Burn me down, eradicate me, or perish rejected by the Emperor. And our options are transgression, weakness, heretic, or betrayal. Now, for some reason, like, obviously, I feel like the obvious answer would be heretic. But I feel like weakness might be the... I don't know. Like, I'm feeling weakness. Weakness is poison. Weakness is perdition. Weakness is disgrace. Burn down weakness. Eradicate weakness. Or be rejected by the Emperor. I mean, that, I don't know. What do you guys think? That's my thought process when I read that. That's my thought process. It's a tough one. It's a tough one, that one is. Could very easily be heretic, but I think... You think it is just heretic? You think? Not a clue. Okay. All right, look, we'll go with heretic. We'll go with heretic. With a click, the hoop settles into place, and the final question, let's see. In your body, mind, and soul, you must possess me. I am no mere absence of stains. I bring you closer to him. Duty, purity, loyalty, or martyrdom. I feel like purity is probably what they're looking for. I don't know, but it could be loyalty. Yeah, you think loyalty? Okay. Well, let's see if we got the answers correct. The hoops shift and return to their previous arrangement. You will have to start over. So we got one of them wrong, at least. All right. I still think Emperor. I still think Life. I want to try Weakness. And then try Loyalty again. Nope. One of them is wrong. Okay. One of them is wrong. Let's try Emperor. Life. Then we'll try Heretic again and instead go Purity. Nope. Okay. All right. How about we try Throne? Oops. No, we try Throne. What if it's Faith? What if it's Faith? The Weakness. I don't know, man. I don't know. I could cheat. I could just Google it. Okay. Light reaches everywhere. The greedy will see me in gold. Scholars in humanity's cradle, but only the righteous will see me within their souls. Yeah, I feel like it could be. I feel like it should be Emperor. I'm going to try Throne. I'm going to try Life. I'm going to try Heretic. And then I'm going to try Loyalty. Nope. Okay, we'll try Throne. Okay. Within every human, my loss is feared. For without me comes an end, but give me to the Emperor and you will be eternal. Maybe it's blood. What if it is blood? Yeah, what if it is actually blood? Okay. I am poison. I am perdition. I am disgrace. Burn me down, eradicate me, or perish, rejected by the Emperor. Weakness? I think it is weakness. Now, the last one I think is the hardest one. In your body, mind, and soul, you must possess me. I am no mere absence of stains. I bring you closer to him. Souls are really important in 40k? It could be. You think it's purity? Hey, it was purity. So it was what? Was throne, blood, weakness, and then purity. Okay, it makes sense. They all make sense. Missionary oath. Okay. The initiate stares at the relic in your hand, stunned. How strange and exciting it is to behold the holy object that has lain hidden from the eye for so many years. Truly, it is a great day upon which the rogue trader himself has revealed the legacy of great missionaries to us all. So look, we fucking did it. No, that's not it. It's this. It's the missionary oath. Once per combat, if the wearer does not use any abilities, they can end their turn immediately to grant all adjacent allies an extra turn with AP. Okay. I mean, I don't know who out of this little squad would do that. I don't know. Because I feel like everyone's going to probably use something like this. I don't know. Well, let's just, I'm just going to put it on myself and we'll see how it goes.
Always keep your
I'm proud of us. We did a good job. All right, Confessor Adalbert. Confessor Adalbert. A plump, rosy-cheeked old man is lighting candles, taking his time with each. Glints of fire dance on his heavy golden aquila, and in his sky-blue eyes as he addresses you smiling. The Emperor protects your lordship. Are you here to pray, or have mundane matters brought you to me? Everyone over the decades they never figured out is embarrassing that you just walk up and do the answer. True. Very true. Remind me what it is you do on my ship. I am the ship's confessor, your lordship. No vessel that abides by the Imperium's laws can sail the void without a spiritual guide. Even a smaller size ship that does not have a member of the ecclesiarchy on board entrusts all matters of faith to a layperson who is a staunch adherent of the creed. A rogue trader's flagship, naturally, is expected to have a confessor who comes from a line of his reverent servants. I am such a one. I am entrusted with caring for the reliquary chapel and dynastic crypt. I also conduct liturgies, consecrate the ship's bays, and strengthen the crew's hearts whenever a dark hour is upon us, lest any among them falter in the face of the horrors lurking in the darkness and fall in their duty. Tell me about the dynastic crypt. Every rogue trader takes care to maintain an appropriate place of repose on board their flagship. For their capital may change the passing of centuries, but the vessel of the Emperor's anointed serves them for millennia. It is more than just a symbol of the dynasty's authority. It is the source of power. It's the Lord Captain's seat in the void, whence they reign over their many lands. The Von Valancius crypt is where rogue traders and their most loyal servants are laid to rest. As the ship's confessor, I perform the rites of burial and remembrance for these honored dead. Adalbert lets out a heavy sigh. It never occurred to this old man that he might have to send Lady Theodora on her final journey, but all is the Emperor's will. I would like to find out more about this place. Adalbert smiles warmly at you. I could talk about the reliquary chapel for hours. Is this the only place of worship on the ship? Why, no. There are multiple sancta on every deck, where your subjects pray fervently and the clergy keeps a close watch on the firmness of their faith. This, on the other hand, he gestures around at the glittering reliquary, is the holiest of holy places where only the noblest among your servants are permitted to set foot. If we go iconoclast, I want those on the other decks to be able to partake of this exuberance as well. No. Where does this collection of sacred relics come from? Every relic we have here was either arduously tracked down by your ancestors, captured in battle against the faithless, or received as a gift for glorious deeds. A show of loyalty to the Emperor, for that speaks for itself, does it not? He makes no effort to conceal his pride. For our part, we keep the precious relics intact and undisturbed as we conduct liturgies and perform rites. Initiate Zeke is especially diligent in his care for the relics, though he is of common stock. He earned his position through dedication and piety. I have other questions. I will do my best to answer them. Oh, let me switch back to this. I would like to hear the Imperium's tenets from you. In a voice brimming with solemnity, Adalbert begins. Every man and woman has their place in the order he created, and this order must be followed and the will of one's superiors obeyed. Beware of witches, for they have been stained by the warp. Persecute mutants, for they are the perversions of the human form, and hate the accursed Xenos. The Imperial Creed prescribes being wary of psychers, but the Imperium needs them. You are right. Without the astropaths, we are deaf and blind, and there are many other psychers laboring for the good of humanity. That is their place within the Emperor's design, but only those among them who accept his light have been authorized. The ecclesiarchy tells us to persecute mutants, but an exception was made for navigators. The Navis Nobilite are different from most humans, but their differences are a blessing. They are noble servants of the Imperium who help humanity expand its galactic domain. Do you not see that as a higher purpose that pleases the Emperor? Among the Adeptus Mechanicus, the Emperor is known as the Omnisire. They have their own form of worship. Do they truly share our beliefs? Most certainly. Different likenesses of the Emperor and ways of worshipping him can be found across the Imperium's worlds, but we all believe in the one. Come to think of it, my warrant entitles me to violate the Imperial Creed in many ways. Violate? Those are not to be conceived of as violations. A rogue trader's privileges come with a duty. The duty to expand the bounds of human influence. If the rogue trader must take responsibility for unorthodox solutions or actions in the course of performing that duty, then so be it. It seems as if there are more holes in the Imperium's religion than parasites on a grox. Adalbert clutches his chest and exclaims in a fearful voice, "For the sake of your own soul's salvation, this conversation is over!" When are we getting a 24-hour stream? Dude, I don't know. I think I upset him. Let's offer a prayer. I say a little prayer for you. From the moment I wake up, from when I put on my makeup, I say a little prayer for you.
Keep your wits about you.
Forever and ever. Initiate Clotus. A lanky initiate is leaning over the cogitator, an expression of extreme mental effort on his face, his fish-like round eyes peering into the screen. Grant me understanding, master. Grant me wisdom. He winces as you approach. Your lordship, how can I be of service? Who are you and what do you do here? I am Clotus, junior cleric. I sought recordings from the shrine confessional to pass on to higher ranking clergy. Tell me more about this confessional. Our parishioners come here to repent, to share their innermost thoughts and observations of their neighbors. The sacred machine records all confessions and alters the voices beyond recognition. Is there a way to find out who made which confession? There is not. Clotus shakes his head resolutely. That would undermine the usefulness of it. The first prototype wasn't anonymous, so those confessions might as well have been carbon copies of each other. Everyone was impeccably diligent and pious and whatnot, but as soon as the machine spirit started keeping the name secret, the parishioners opened up. Good thinking making it anonymous. Keep up the fine work. I will endeavor to do so, your lordship. So you can see here there's an option which requires us to be heretical adherent, right? And I'll show you what that looks like in a second. It appears you're having difficulties. Nothing escapes your lordship's notice. As it so happens, I am struggling to categorize 3 rather peculiar confessions. I wouldn't have dared tell you about them, but I think they may have been left by senior officers, which would make this a matter of the highest order. One that is far beyond my meager understanding.
These confessions, you see, are far from being examples of pious conformity. I dread the very thought of dissent or heresy poisoning the minds of some of the most eminent members of the crew, but I cannot change what I heard.
He bows his head in reverence.
I cannot share this with anyone but the Emperor's anointed, nor can I allow anyone but your lordship to listen to these messages protected by the secrecy of confession.
And what makes you think these confessions were made by senior officers?
These parishioners are well-spoken, meaning they are used to addressing an audience. Perhaps they issue orders and are vested with power. And, well, after categorizing so many confessions, I have learned to notice the subtle differences between them.
Well, let me hear them. The initiate steps aside, putting the cogitator at your disposal. Alright, let's look at recording 17FL2, alleged dissent, impious doubt.
One question has troubled me for years. Why are some destined to perish in the warp while others must go on living and preserve the memory of the dead? Worthier and more luminous souls have been lost, and yet I am still here. Light static is distorting the recording, but you are confident that the speaker is male.
Alright, let's look at 134DU, alleged theft of ship property.
The orphans on the ship have already been provided with the bare essentials, but every so often I consider increasing their rations and ordering more sets of clothes for them. That will not replace the families they lost, but it will improve their lives somewhat, especially given that the ship has enough resources to cover that comparably trivial expense. Despite the poor sound quality, you determine the voice to be male.
Commerce test succeeded. You have heard the bridge officers gossiping that the High Factorum has taken personal charge of the orphans. And recording 502mm alleged coded message irreverence.
Lop-eared kleppas display a high degree of socialization both among their kind and toward their owners. These animals adjust well to avoid ship's lower gravity, since it is similar to their homeworld's conditions. Lop-eared kleppa meat is edible, should necessity demand it. The voice sounds muffled, as though from behind a thick layer of glass, but is unmistakably a woman's.
The initiate looks at you intrigued, but does not say a word. I am curious to know who left these confessions. I will seek them out. I suppose those confessions truly are special if your lordship is giving them his personal attention. The initiate bows deeply. Never would I have imagined the rogue trader himself coming to my aid. All right. I labor for the glory of the Emperor and House von Valancius.
Rise to the top, or get
We
left
fuck
in
with
the
that.
dust.
We fuck with that heavy. Chapel, Astropathic Chapel, Void Ship Bridge. Did we go to the chapel? I don't know if we did, right? I don't know if we did. I don't know. I don't think we did, no. We definitely did not. Let us go and have a look at what's around. Maybe we can find some fucking cool shit. Or maybe we won't. Who knows?
I always get the job done. I always keep my options
Ooh,
open.
a chest. Once we get past a bunch of like the just basic stuff, it'll be a lot easier to just play the game, you know. But there's a lot of like talking and searching and gathering of quests, because you basically get you get put in charge of this like ship, right? So you then just have to fucking talk to all the people, figure out who everyone is, all this other stuff, you know.
Success is the only outcome I accept.
Protect us from the machine spirit's unrest, for without his gifts our sacrifices are fruitless.
You can barely hear the voice of the young astropath standing very still next to the bulky mechanism, his face frozen in a mask of despair. His anemic hands are pressed to his chest, clutching crumpled strips of thick paper. He hears you approach and composes himself.
What is going on here?
The sacred compiler is ailing, your lordship. A gloom has come over the machine spirits, and they are disrupting the mechanism's operation. The 12th row of the drum is now adding incorrect symbols.
The man shows you a stack of papers, and you notice at once that the rows of squiggles in each line all end with the same glyph.
We summoned the servants of the Omnisaya, but the machine spirits are none too eager to heed their prayers. The esteemed engine seer is in a state of tech prayer trance and hasn't moved from the spot for a day now.
He shrinks his head into his shoulders timidly.
I had the audacity to think the sacred compiler could be better helped by examining its parts, but who am I to question the secret knowledge of the Adeptus Mechanicus?
Why, such a trifle of an error?
The young man exclaims in astonishment.
Imagine a single extra character creeping its way into the coordinates for a warp jump, and sending the flagship to the center of a star. Imagine the word disloyal becoming is loyal, resulting in thousands of your faithful servants falling victim to treachery. Nothing is a trifle to an astropath.
In games like this, everyone has problems and no one can possibly do anything on their own. Very true. How did you let this happen?
Forgive me, your lordship, but I do not know the answer.
The astropath lowers his voice to a whisper, glancing at the praying engine seer.
I'm afraid even the Adeptus Mechanicus don't fully comprehend the workings of this mechanism. We're only knowledgeable on the surface level machines. The receivers commit the messages to paper, the transcribers sort the mental imagery by semantic category and feed it into the thesaurus core, and then the sacred compiler supplements the messages with a list of symbols and their interpretations. However, the mechanism extends far deeper, into the bowels of the ship, therefore I wouldn't even venture a guess at the possible source of this trouble.
Let us see if there's any way I can help. Okay. Alright. Oh, 75% chance to do this.
Done.
Oh, done. Alright.
I rise to the occasion.
Okay. We fixed...
Let us not dawdle.
We fixed 2 of the receivers. Good old Ned. He fixed them. Alright, one more.
That didn't go as I'd hoped.
Oops.
Just as I planned.
Alright, I think we fixed it. Did we or did we not?
Always keep your eye on
Oh wait,
the
no.
prize.
Here we go. Down here. Malfunctioning cogitator.
I did fine.
Done. Faulty transcriber.
Excellence matters.
Alright. What else do we have to fix? Oh, no, we did. Talk to the astropath. Alright, we fixed it. We clicked on the things and we fixed them. Yes. Your lordship. The astropath smiles at you. The shy, awkward smile is someone unused to smiling. The sacred mechanism is working again with no disruptions. With a trembling hand, the psyker hands you a strip of paper with smooth rows of etched characters, this time containing no errors.
The engine seer rises proudly to his feet and says in low Gothic, a language he clearly has not had much practice in.
With sacred words and virtuous thoughts turned toward the machine god, I have been able to pacify this mechanism's wayward spirits. The Omnisci blesses.
I should rather say it was my efforts that helped make the machine operational.
The engine seer eyes you respectfully but with very sincere and poorly concealed confusion.
I recommend installing 2 incense-burning units in this compartment to prevent the spirit's continued anger. The unit Zachary Wise will be provided with a list of minor recommendations, 142 in total, for improvements to this compartment's maintenance. Failure to implement will result in sanctions on the part of the Adeptus Mechanicus priesthood.
Well, there you go. Receive the decoded reports.
I always have a
All right,
backup
well, let's
plan.
go talk to Zachary Weiss. Oh, your lordship, I have something for you. The choir master hands you a sheet of paper with uniform lines of machine type etched into it. Thanks to your assistance in repairing the compiler, we have been able to interpret a most curious message. It contains a call sign that the agents of the renegade Kunrad used in their especially important reports. Could it be a message from him? He was more likely the intended recipient. When was the signal sent? Cannot say with certainty, your lordship. Following the repair work, I went through the text that had defied decoding before. This signal had lost its way in the bowels of the mechanism. It could be a week old or years. What does the message say? Only a few words. Lilamid, Odenathus Xi. The winds have ceased, it is done. Now Lilamid is Voigtvir's call sign for special reports, but the rest is a code we are unfamiliar with. That said, we know where to look for the truth. Odenathus 11 system. I will get to the bottom of that message. I have no doubt of that, your lordship. Remind me, who are you? The wrinkled face and drooping corners of the mouth looked focused yet courteous at the same time. My name is Zachary Weiss, your lordship. I am choir master of the Astropathic Choir. I was posted to this ship soon after my soul-binding ritual on Holy Terra. You might say I've been serving House von Valancius all my life. Have you made a confession lately? Choir master replies, slightly perplexed. I beg your lordship's pardon? The orphans on the ship have already been provided with the bare essentials, have they not? I suppose you have a better idea of that than I do. It is something I've never thought about before and on which I hardly have an opinion worth sharing, Lord Captain. Why are some destined to perish in the warp while others must go on living? How odd. He grimaces, as though with pain. Odd that you should have listened to my confession, and odd that you should choose to approach me afterward. Why? I was worried that the maker of that confession might be dangerous. Explain yourself. One can never be too prudent. I, of all people, should know that. Thank you for your vigilance. I must give more thought to what I can do for the living. That is the best way to repay one's debt to the dead, if indeed it is at all repayable. Death always keeps close to astropaths, and its punishments for arrogance and weakness are severe. I've seen my fellows die, and at times the memories are exceedingly hard to bear. Sadly, almost every choir has a story like that, and a survivor who has carried their ghost with them ever since. Weiss lets out a ragged breath. My apologies, but I cannot continue worrying at these old wounds. Directing a choir requires a clear and firm state of mind. How did you like serving under Lady Theodora? I served her for 2 decades and never knew another Lord Captain before your ascension. With her, I had been through... The choir master falls silent, as though briefly transported in his mind to another place. A shadow of regret creeps onto his face. Many things. Lady Theodora had a good understanding of my significance within the overall mechanism of the ship's services. Poorly concealed irritation creeps into the expression of regret on his face, which, however, did not stop her from neglecting my warnings. I am confused. So, how old are you? If my calculations are correct, having factored in our movements through the warp, then I turned 34 a month and a half ago. There is a pause. You can't quite decide if the old man in front of you is joking, but there is not the slightest hint of a smile on his face. Tell me about the astropathic choir. Of course, Lord Captain. Is there something specific you would like to know? Well, what is this place? To us astropaths, this place is our cradle and our grave, Lord Captain. You are at the conflux of every secret missive, every order of prime importance, every scheme being plotted behind the scenes. You are at a place where each of your loyal astropaths is ready to lay down their life for crumbs of information if that is your wish. We receive and send messages for hours turning into days. We wander the dark depths of the immaterium, carrying our voice through the warp's eternal night, bringing it to our comrades in some remote refuge, accepting the voices, signals, and missives of others into our own abode. Those are most often meant for you, your lordship, and at times they are meant for no one. There's a lot of fucking reading in this. And it's like every character just has like a book worth of reading. And I love it. I'm just, my worry is I just don't want you guys to be bored. He points to the mechanical drum. What device is this? Jesus. It is a sacred compiler that helps us record, store, and to an extent, unriddle messages. The astropaths first receive these messages in the form of modeled images, dictating what they see to the machine, which logs their every word. From reels of the receivers on the ceiling, the machine-recorded words are routed through lines under the roof into transcribers and then the thesaurus core. This core is the most important part of the mechanism, as it contains a vast catalog of various symbols and the method of their interpretation. You were expecting more fighting? You're realizing this is Warhammer TTRPG? I mean, there will be a lot more fighting. It's just we're at a point where we got past the prologue, and now it's introducing all of the characters into the game and like all of the quests, you know? Would I like to be an astropath? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think I'd want to be chained to like a machine like this forever, you know? The compiler matches the images in the message against its data and forwards the results to the central cogitator and myself so that I can begin the ritual of decoding. I know of no other choir that possesses so wise a mechanism, and I praise the God Emperor for its existence. However, while the compiler hastens the extraction of intelligible meaning from perplexing imagery, an astropath must still open their mind to interpretation, which is no less perilous than the rites of receiving or sending an astropathic message. If your machine knows the meaning of the symbols, why can't it decode the messages itself? Regrettably for us all, your lordship, astropathic messages are not ciphered dispatches, but rather psychic imprints containing information. Only an astropath can read the entirety of something created through the medium of the warp. Furthermore, as messages pass through the immaterium, they might become distorted by malevolent intent. It falls to your servants alone to shield their minds with faith and separate the true meaning from the influence of the ruinous powers. So if you wanted to hide certain information from me, could you? Weiss's face twists into a bitter grimace. My duty is to shield you from the monstrous communications that filter through the warp. The screams of the Emperor's loyal servants, centuries dead by now. The nightmarish, maddening images of the Sea of Souls. The cursed symbols that cause astropaths to convulse in violent fits of frenzy. The messages from abominations in search of weak minds to devour. Concealing all of that from you is my duty. And how does one become an astropath? We were all part of the Imperial Tithe once. Psychers delivered to Terra on the black ships, but only a few of the candidates had what it took to study astropathy. Fewer still successfully completed the grueling training to be eligible for soul binding, and almost none survived the initiation. He throws his head back. We were given the privilege to behold the Emperor's light, a light flawless and searing. A pious smile visits his lips. That changes you. It wounds you irreparably. It takes your eyesight, but in exchange you commune with greatness. His presence in our souls fortifies them as we stand against malicious powers. After the ritual, an astropath is assigned their position, at this or that adeptus, an astropathic relay or a ship. More often than not, our first place of service is also our last. If something happens to your choir, where can I find new astropaths? The expression on his wrinkled face grows even more serious. It would be more on point to say when something happens. The Emperor's blessing protects us from the warp's various influences. However, there are horrors dwelling in the void for which even this defense would be no obstacle, especially if one spends as much time in their company as we do. There is only one way to procure astropaths, and that is through the Adeptus Administratum. Luck permitting, unattached astropaths from the sector will be posted to that ship. Ones who, for whatever reason, have lost their place of service. Failing that, the request will go to Terra, and we will have to wait a long time. That said, there are other options. Blasphemous, unforbidden options. Or forbidden options. The Choir Master Grimaces, unsanctioned psychers, unprotected and broken souls, who seldom live past their first seances. But even those would do. Should the God Emperor put our souls through severe trials, and judging by how rabid the warp has been of late, the number of dead astropaths, those trials would be upon us sooner than our prayers could reach Terra. Fucking hell, okay. I am listening carefully, Lord Captain. That odd noise inside the chapel, does it not bother you? On the contrary, Lord Captain, it is a mental focusing technique used by your flagship's choir, one that I invented myself. This music was written by an astropath. What my charges and I hear in it is not what ordinary people hear. Its true depth and beauty cannot be fathomed without the Emperor's blessing. The music protects our minds from rudimentary thoughts, purifies and sharpens them, but above all else, it serves as a beacon of sorts amid the tumultuous sea of souls, a thread to lead us home from the deadly maze. We will speak later, Choir Master. I have business to attend to. Fucking hell.
Keep your wits about you.
Jesus. I suppose it would be less interesting if he just said, I'm your delivery man and my job sucks and I'll be dead soon. That's fucking funny. You know what? You're probably right. You're probably right. Welcome back, Box. Welcome back. Where am I trying? I've been there. We went there. We went there. Okay. All right. Just. All right. Fuck. There's a lot more people that we have to talk to. I just. Hopefully. Like, look at this! Okay. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna come back to talk to some of these people a bit later. Let's just go out into the fucking... into the great expanse of space and see what we can do. Okay. So, this is one part of the game where you get to fly your ship around. We are here, right? Wait, no, are we here? Yeah, we are here. So we can move the ship pretty much wherever the fuck we want. Boxmaster Vigdis. Lord Captain, Astropathic Choirmaster Zachary Weiss is asking to speak to you via a private channel. We just spoke to this guy. Greetings, your lordship. I can report that the choir is listening tirelessly to the Immaterium in the hope of picking up voices from the dynasty ships or worlds. However, we have heard something horrifying instead. Amid the Immaterium's tumult, something is screaming. This scream is driving your choir mad. Until it stops, we have no hope of contacting any of the dynasty's worlds. It's coming from the Rykad system's astropathic station. What is the nature of this scream? We do not know, your lordship, but it has brought the Immaterium to a boil. It has always been violent, always been a violent, roaring ocean that could spell doom to any who would consider stepping into its waters. Now, however, it has become a cradle of madness where expelled images fuse together, twisting and cackling, before crashing into the minds of all who perceive it. And a mighty warp storm, the likes of which I cannot recall, rages in the Imperium, and fills me with terror. We are going to pay a visit to that station. Thank you, your lordship. Alright. We've got Urek 5 we could go to, which is where we're trying to find the, which we're basically trying to find a navigator. There's a prison planetoid we can go to, Rykad Minoris, which we're looking for. There's a bunch of places we can go. Let's go have a look at this unidentified void ship. Let's just go have a look at that. The Vox crackles to life and Helmsmaster Raver addresses you. What we have here, Lord Captain, is not very noticeable, but there's a void ship sitting in the local asteroid field. I'm sure it's quiet, like it's huddled up in there on purpose. It's not like I'm surprised. The thing is more scrap heap than ship at this point. Somebody sure went to town on it. We're registering critical damage to the hull and depressurization of several compartments. Oh, there's an incoming transmission now too.
Hear us? The Vox transmission hisses and abruptly cuts to static. Do not require assistance, Pete, do not require assistance. Copy. The Vox relays a different voice. Keep following, they'll pass us by, won't they? Roar protects.
Lord Captain, I am told our augurs cannot determine the allegiance of the vessel. To be brief, there is an unidentified and badly damaged vessel within an asteroid field near the Rykad Philia colony that is refusing to help them, which, not to put it too fine a point on it, has not yet been offered to them. Raver, can we establish communication? Let the vessel identify itself. Has there always been a reader for the text? Is this a mod? Yeah, it is a speech mod. Yes, Lord Captain, the connection is established. Unknown vessel, we are receiving you. Identify yourselves. I repeat, identify yourselves.
For a brief moment the Vox only hisses and snaps, and then several voices at once start shouting over one another. Do not tell. Tell him. We are done for. This is Thunder Fang. We are. One of the voices falters uncertainly and is replaced by another. A merchant vessel. Do you copy? We are a private, chant vessel.
A merchant vessel, of course they are. Damn my stupid head. Where did I hear the name before? Thunderfang. Thunderfang, why can we not identify you?
You can make out hoarse and furious whispering even over the crackling of the static. Why? I don't know. What if? Certainly not. The whispering dies and a clear, youthful voice cuts through the static. Our vessel is badly damaged. Image is preventing the correct ID identification. We assure you, Cephal merchant vessel. Thunderfang does not require aid.
Raver, damage report on the unknown vessel. Telemetry shows multiple hull breaches, most likely caused by the guns of a combat ship. Several compartments are leaking air. The bridge has been almost completely obliterated. 2 of the engines are critically damaged. Somebody gave them a thrashing so solid, they barely managed to limp away. Thunderfang, your vessel is badly damaged. What happened to you?
The Vox responds by bursting into a cacophony of sounds, words, and emotions. Someone chuckles bitterly, another swears with some foul expletives, and yet another hisses, furiously demanding that the others shut up. You manage to make out little from all this noise. We were just flying, minding our own business, straight out of the blue and opened fire. Miracle we could get away, Emperor protected, and then more fire. Who? Void only knows, roasted our tail, bombed everything. Our folks are left without our help. We never got to them.
Thunderfang, now stop playing games and explain again what your business is here, and this time I highly recommend the truth.
Happy now. What have you done, Diet? It is too late now. The Vox channel is again filled with the angry whispering of several voices. The whispers and static are drowned out by a clear and slightly frightened voice. Do you copy? We are from the Fellow of the Void. We did not come here to loot, on a different business. To help our own, out of jail, do not hurt, lease. We already had our chronos cleaned. How about striking a deal? Our hold is full of goods. In case you are unaware, Lord Captain, the Fellowship of the Void is a disorderly assembly of several dozen pirate factions in the Coronis Expanse. They consider themselves above regular heretics solely because they sometimes have Vox conversations with those whom they are about to board. Were it up to me, I would make them eat a salvo from the macro cannons to shake the scum loose from the decks. They certainly deserve it.
Alright.
The honeyed voice of the high factotum interrupts the translation with a polite cough. I would wait on destroying the vessel if I were you. Although the moral aspects of their livelihood do cause some awkward questions, the Fellowship of the Void remains a major supplier of goods to the local market. Perhaps you will find dealing with them acceptable, especially in a situation where performing a warp jump is impossible.
Thunderfang, prepare for commercial exchange. Okay, alright. So, we can, so basically you get this profit factor, which you get from doing quests, you get from doing missions, and eventually there's like little colonies that you can create, and there's going to be a bunch of different reputation places that you can get and use. At the moment, this is the Fellowship of the Void. You can kind of see, like, you know how we have this cargo hold that we keep finding and we keep putting stuff into the cargo? Well, you can trade it for reputation. And what reputation does is, like, once we get like 1500 reputation with the Fellowship of the Void, it'll bring us to level 1, and then we basically can just instantly get any of this, right? As long as we have 10 profit factor, we can grab this chainsword, but we have to get to level 1 first. So this is one of the fucking coolest parts of the game, in my opinion, is this is how you get different loot. Like, you get it from killing stuff, you get it from quests, you get it from all kinds of other stuff, but there's no, like, currency in this game as far as, like, money. There's just reputation and profit factor. So the idea is that, like, you know, you might... It's basically just how profitable your vessel is and your, I guess, not empire, but, you know, your influences. So at the moment, we have 10 profit factor, which means we're able to grab all of this stuff. So we just buy it all. We don't lose profit factor, right? You can trade profit factor. You might lose some of it for different reasons, but it's essentially just another cool way of getting good stuff. Okay, so we've now got heavy leather armor. We now have a flamer, a camouflage robe. We've got this. Oh, okay. Well, that's kind of dope. Yeah, so there's a bunch more augmentation things that you can get now, but we have to unlock it first, so... Kind of a thing? Yeah. It's kind of a thing. We've got some large medkits, which is cool. And what we can do... I don't think anybody can actually use a flamer because you have to spec into it. But because we have so many people, like so many mercenaries, I think what we're gonna do is we are actually going to give people some cool shit. I think we're gonna give people some cool shit. So, camouflage robe, whereas ranged attacks decrease their target's dodge. What is... Hold on. Well, now I'm confused. Okay. This is Ned Chorus. Did we lose the fucking... Did we lose the weapon we gave him? Hold on. Or is it because we're looking at him this way? Is having the tech priest gonna be buggy? Let me see. Okay, so there's also this part. We're going to get upgrades to the ship. We're going to be able to upgrade things. There's development you can do to the ship so you get abilities, because there's ship combat in this as well. There's posts. Okay. So, essentially, the Supreme Commander... I mean, I'm probably the best equipped for being the Supreme Commander. Master Cannoneer... I don't want to use any of the actual companions for this, so we're gonna use our boy, the Shield Master. I mean, we're not using Nom Nom either. Fuck him. Master of Maneuvers. I think, yeah. All right, Marge is going into the Master of Maneuvers. The Warp Channeler, dude. I don't want to use Nom Nom for that. I guess we're using fire. And the Master of Etherics, which I guess we're gonna use. Ooh, Stick Grabber or Alex. Let's go Stick Grabber for Alex for now, and we'll change it if it gets better later. So you give people posts. There's abilities and shit that you can, you know, like level up and stuff like that. There's a lot to this game. You know, there is a whole lot to this game. Okay, let's talk to them again. I don't think anyone can use the heavy armor, though. That's the thing. We do want... Okay, I want to give you your melee up close. He's going to be melee up close. He already has a med kit. I want to give him a med kit as well. We'll give him stim. Give her stim. Where's range attacks? You know, I think we'd probably want to give the robe to him. Do we have any more iconoclasts? You all fucking dogmatic? Really? No, there we go. All fucking dogmatic, I swear to God. There's a lot that goes into this game. I'm going to have to figure out which one of our characters is going to use flamers. Now, where do you want to go? Where do you want to go? We can go to Rykad Minoris. We can go to this planet over here. We can go to the Astropathic Station, Uric 5, or Rykad Majoris. Actually, I don't think there's a quest here, so I should be able to just show you what's going on with this. 1 second. Just give me 1 moment. To battle? Well, I mean, you know, there might be battle some places. So this is what happens. When you find a new planet, you can scan the planet, and sometimes there'll be this little resource thing that pops up, and you can see these extractiums. Now, up the top here, you can see that there's like people and provisions and things like that. You can actually get resources from these planets. Now, we're not going to get this yet because that comes a little bit later. But you kind of get the gist of it, you know? Now, as far as quests go, if we go and do one quest first, there will be implications on potential other quests. So if you've got 3 options and you choose one of them, there is some quests may have impacts. You might be too late, you know? You know how we had the option of walking through the fire and instead we went around and made the bridge and people were dead? Right? Same kind of thing. Every decision we make has some kind of impact on it. It is very much like Mass Effect. Yep, very much like Mass Effect shooting the little probes out. So, yeah, if you guys have... I'm basically, if you guys have any ideas where you want to go, let's go to the Astropathic Station because it's not one of these main quest places. How about that? We'll see what's here first. The Astropathic Station is dead ahead of the Void ship. It's motionless. There is lifeless silence across its Vox frequencies. Its lights are out. Even those who have no warp sensitivity can feel the presence of death. It is here, lurking in the shadows. All of this makes reading the reports of the ship's astropaths who claim to be hearing an incessant ghostly howl emanating from the station all the more disturbing. Contact the station by Vox. The station is not responding. Perhaps there is no one left who could respond. Deploy a scouting team. The enforcers offered their prayers and proceeded to enter the uncanny station. What they saw inside was monstrous. Astropaths upon their thrones, not quite here, not quite now. Smudged, as it were, across time. Servants reliving their horrible deaths again and again, only to be reborn out of ashes and blood into more agony a moment later. The warp manifested itself here, twisting the very nature of existence. Yes, the main hall was covered in a crust of psychic ice. A green-robed blind old man sat motionless upon a tall throne. He was quite literally embedded in the ice, yet he was still alive and screaming. We've passed the lore check for the warp. Send Zachary Weiss to the station with a squad of bodyguards. Choir Master Weiss boarded the station in person and proceeded to the choir's hall. He stood silently for hours in front of a man frozen in ice and held a telepathic conversation with him. Then Master Weiss offered a prayer to the God Emperor, and the unfortunate man passed away, returning to the ship. Upon returning to the ship, Weiss reverently presented the Lord Captain with a grim trophy, the late choir master's amulet taken from his frozen body after his death. The psychic shriek carrying across the immaterium had been silenced, but this has brought the crew no relief. A chilling realization came to the astropaths when they discovered that the cry was masking a different sound, one even more terrifying and surreal. It was the melody of a cataclysm born from a warp storm of titanic power, so intense that the expanse must be able to hear it. It muffles astropathic messages and crawls into Psyker's minds, evoking everywhere the same image. A dark, gaping, beastly mouth cleaving the universe in two. Now that the mad choir master has finally stopped screaming, the song of the Immaterium has reached the rogue trader's void ship too. Order the station to be explored, burn everything, seal the station, dooming its ghostly inhabitants to an eternity of suffering. What do you think? Want to explore it? You want to burn it? Or do you want to seal it? What are you guys thinking? What are we thinking? What are we thinking? You want to explore it? Okay. A brief and chilling chronicle of the station's doom was found in the scribes' records. A warp disturbance of monstrous proportions wiped out half the choir at once, turning the astropaths into living portals through which torrents of the Immaterium's energies poured out. Those who lasted longer bellowed and howled about a black rift that had split the universe into before and after, and a darkness that would devour the Astronomican's light. Okay. Now we can either burn everything or seal it. I feel like burning it's probably the right call, right? You know what I mean? I feel like we should now just burn it. Because sealing in all the ghostly inhabitants is kind of fucked up. What do you guys think? I think we should burn it. I think we should burn it. I mean, I don't know if it's going to let us do all of them, so I'm just going to click burn. Nope. Void torpedoes shatter the fragile station. One can only hope that the unfortunate souls captured by the warp have perished along with their home and we gain some experience. Well, there's that done. Now we back to our decision. Uruk 5, Rykad Minoris, or this other planet over here, the prison place. I'm gonna need you guys to choose. We have to go to one of them. This is the this Uruk 5 is to find a navigator, because technically we're not supposed to have one. Rykad Minoris is to find a tech priest, because we're not supposed to have one. And I'm assuming the prison is meant to find the something else. So you want to go to prison? All right, we're going prison. We're going to prison. All right, let's scan the planet. Or the asteroid. Okay, here we go. Oh, I've got a shitload of levels to give. Never mind. Okay, before we go to prison, we gotta level everybody up. Okay. All right. Let's see. Fuck. Officer and allies with the voice of... Hold on. We all get to level up from not doing anything whatsoever. Apart from, you know... I mean, we burned a station. You know, that's kind of cool. Range of officers' abilities. I'm going to go commanding voice, I think. I want more... Yeah, we give me more fellowship. Let's level up. Fire... Is that... No, yeah, there's fire. Let's see... This is operative, imperial. Let's go with... While under the effect of any navigator power, enemies have their armor reduced. You know what? Let's go with that. And we'll give him... Wait, we went willpower? Yeah, let's go willpower then. We'll just keep pumping some willpower. All right. Okay. The Blade Dancer. Let's go. Let's go Oath of Vengeance, I think. And then I think honestly tech use. Maybe demolition. No, I think tech use. All right, here we go. Seth. I mean, we're obviously going ballistic skill because we need more shooty. And I think we're going to go rapid fire. Oh. All right. We got Marge. I think she's definitely going to go. I think Oath of Vengeance is just the best choice. Medicaid, I think. Yeah. Let's level up D's nuts. I'm going to give him Taunting Scream because we're going to make him a little tank. Probably take Carouse. Athletics. You know, we'll take Carouse. Abelard. Doesn't really matter. These guys doesn't really matter. The only thing that's annoying is you have to level everybody up. So, it doesn't really matter. Yep, just let me take my abilities. Controlled shot, sure. All right, the Great Boom Dini. Ooh, Shield of the Emperor. No, I think we want him to take Shield of the Emperor. That's a good ability. And then we'll get him to take some athletics, I think. Yeah. Going to the prison planet to find the other me for some prison love? That's hilarious. Oh my god. Let's do a captive audience for him, and I think we'll also give him some Medicaid. Nom nom. No one gives a shit about you. I'm just going to pick anything. I don't care. That was nom nom, right? Yep. Okay, Stick Grabber. Now, with Stick Grabber, definitely want him to be using double pistols, so I'm going to give him Dash. And then Alex, Legend Eternal. I think we're definitely going to make him... He's a little tonk. A little tonky tonk. Definitely make him a little tonky tonk. All right. To prison we go. I think this is a good squad. Yeah, let's bring the squad. We haven't done any fight yet, okay? We haven't done any fighting yet, so I'm sure there's no actual fighting to be done here. You know what I mean? All right, we've landed on planet. All right. Let's collect our stuff.
Halt. I noticed something.
Affirmative escort. Everything is calm on my end. Oh.
The young woman stares at you, adjusting her uniform nervously. Your lordship. 1,000 pardons if I addressed you improperly. Have you come on behalf of Governor Medina or are you here on other business? If it's the latter, you ought to know that there's been a riot at the local prison. It's quite dangerous here.
I am Rogue Trader Rastov von Valancius. Now, introduce yourself.
At once. The woman stands at attention. Captain Raquel Vickery, servant of House Winterscale and the pilot of this shuttle. It is an honor to be greeting His Lordship von Valancius.
Tell me about the planetoid.
The only settlement on Rykati Philia is a penal colony. The prisoners work in the mines and the domed quarries. They mine sulfur, serum dust, and sand, which is then melted down. A rather nondescript place, or so it was, prior to current events.
And what happened here?
There's been a prison riot on the planetoid. Sadly, it is being led by the prison warden himself, the Honorable Anat Hagon Castglaya. He has allied himself with the rabble that he himself was supposed to watch, and declared Rykati Philia to be independent of the authority of the system's lawful governor. I came here as a shuttle pilot alongside the Honorable Yvain Winterscale, son of Kal Egos Winterscale, rogue traitor, vanquisher of Xenos, forever triumphant over the enemies of humanity. She details, enunciating every word of her overlord's title.
Young Lord Winterscale wished to speak to the warden personally. The Honorable Lord means to put an end to the lawless treason. He and his escort left to meet with the insurgents while I was ordered to await their return. Okay. You went to Rykati Philia as soon as you could. See? Now, if we had gone somewhere else, this would have said you showed up too late, right? But what does that mean for the other places? We'll have to find out. The warden himself is spearheading the riot. Yes, she bites her lip. No one expected this. Master Castaglia is a nobleman from the respected governor house and vassal to House Winterscale. All of a sudden, he proclaimed that Rykati Philia was now his personal domain, that the prisoners were his subjects. He would never bow to anyone again. It's pure heresy. Why would young Winterscale have felt the need to parley with the dissidents? I clicked the wrong fucking one. I said, I'm looking for a man of Henrix Van Calix. Is he here, perhaps? Unless it's one of the prisoners or guards, and it seems unlikely. There's no shuttles in working order other than yours and mine. There's nothing else anyone could have used to reach this place. Okay. She sighs quietly. It is a personal matter. Master Castaglia, the seditious warden, is Lord Yvain's childhood friend. When my lord heard of the riot, the news saddened him greatly, so he rushed here without delay, in hopes of bringing his old friend to senses, no doubt. Is there anything else I should be apprised of before I set out? Some of the rebels have holed up in the barracks. I don't know how many, but given this is the only way through to where the negotiations are taking place, I would expect heavy resistance. Please take caution, your lordship. Lord Winterscale's guards mined the entrance so that the rebels couldn't get to the shuttle. I have no more questions. You may excuse yourself, pilot. The woman freezes for a moment before asking hesitantly, Your lordship, if I may have a minute of your time, I wouldn't have ever dared to trouble you with a personal matter, but the situation, in any case, have you been to the capital of Rykad Minoris yet? I wanted to ask you if you saw a man there, a communications officer by the name of Jasper. I have not yet been to Rykad Minoris and know nothing of this officer's fate. That's a shame. May the Emperor keep that fool from harm. Thank you for your time, your lordship. I don't dare delay you any further. Good luck to you, your lordship. I will contact Lord Yvain's party over Vox and inform them of your coming. I've never gone to this place first.
My options open.
Okay, so you can see there's traps.
I rise to the occasion.
We can disarm them based on our demolition skill. We can open up doors. Now, you can build a bridge when you're on this side so that we can come back. Now, we're going into the barracks now. I have no idea what this is going to be like.
A tantalizing anomaly.
Okay. Who is our demolition person? Okay, we have conscript Kelric Keldros here with us.
I tire of idleness. Let's move.
All right. All right, Ned. I'm going to need you to walk over to that bomb. Turn that shit off. There we go. Yeah, I'm not reading that. Okay. Found someone's diary. Don't care.
What's a peculiar thing?
Oh, Seth is the one that's disarming this one. Okay. See, we're doing pretty good. We're doing pretty good so far. Find Warden Castaglia.
You will beg for
mercy. We've been ambushed.
But I will grant none. You'll make a suitable sacrifice.
The fight begins.
I serve the ruinous powers.
Oh, shit.
Out of my way!
Dude's attacking my bodyguard. How dare you? How dare you attack my bodyguard, you piece of shit? You. Who do I want to serve me, though? That's the thing. I want... You know what? I think I want Marge to serve me. Serve me. I'll even give you a little buff.
To it personally.
And then I will give you a free turn. Okay, we're gonna use death. Oh, is that gonna hit? Is that gonna hit everybody? Hold on. Nope.
Fate claims another one.
There we go.
Genius.
No! I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that.
That was a
Stop
waste
attacking
of a
everybody.
medikit.
Oops.
I am powerless to act.
Wait. Blade Dancer selects an ally. Until the end of combat, attacks made by the Blade Dancer against enemies who have already attacked that ally gain 7. Right, okay. Okay.
Too bad. I'm still standing.
Okay, so she just kind of like carved the shit out of us for some reason, and I guess we're okay with it, so...
I am your doom.
You're not that powerless to act. Okay, now it's her actual turn. We are going to use... You know what? We're going to move here. I'm going to use this ability.
By step, I lead.
So this is Raining Blood.
Oh.
Yeah, we kind of fuck with that, don't we?
What is...
Oh, they dodged! Uh-oh.
Schemes within schemes.
Okay.
Chaos guides me.
Uh-oh.
Strike me again. See what happens.
Yeah, Death Cult Assassins are kind of weird. Excuse you? Oh my god! What the fuck? Dude. Dude. That shit put me on fucking 2 health. Are you joking? Okay, I just, yeah, I need you to...
I shall not fear.
What the fuck? This guy is tanky as fuck. Holy shit. When used for 1 round, the Astra Militarum Commander allies do not suffer damage from allied attacks. Okay. Let's use that.
Nothing I can't do.
And thus our humble king humbly died. Well, not necessarily died, but Jesus Christ. That shit fucked me up. Okay, bro. Dude, what are you doing? No. Oh, come on. Don't bug out. Stop trying to attack. Stop trying to attack. Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, I'm gonna turn that mod off. All right, let's turn that goddamn mod off. Wait. Can't turn it off at this time. Wait. Did it work? Okay, it worked. Okay, so now it's D's Nuts' turn. I'm gonna get him to heal Rastov.
I owe you a debt.
I don't have time for this.
He's gonna attack this guy.
My tactics are flawless.
There we go. It's Overlord Fire's turn. We're gonna, I guess. Hold on. We're gonna move Fire out here. And then hopefully he can just blast the shit out of everybody.
No. Another one is shattered.
Here we go. See, he just blasted the shit out of them. Is there any of them? Okay.
Even I won't do that.
No, I can't hit that guy. Okay. All right, move. Let's go, Ned Chorus. Wait. I made him a... Wait, he's a blade dancer and I didn't give him... Wait, I did give him a sword. Okay.
Already done.
Jesus, dude. Come on, Ned. Hit him. Hit him again. Hit him again.
All too easy.
Yeah, I might have to pick a different ability at one point.
Not a problem for me.
There we go. Manipulate a push. We like that.
To non-believers.
Uh-oh. No, wait. No, not a grenade. Oh, shit. Okay. All right, it's my turn again. Okay. Here we go. All right, I'm going to buff up fire. I'm going to give fire an extra turn. He's going to move up here and then fucking blast the shit out of everybody.
The storm approaches. Let the bodies pile.
Well, shit. Okay. Then going to, I guess, move here and then shoot this guy?
Taking calculated risk is my second nature.
Okay. I'm going to move her there, and we're going to death waltz. No, I can't death waltz. Okay, never mind. I'm just going to move her and hide her back here.
foes in my wake. Time to slaughter someone.
Uh-oh. Oh my god! This guy's so strong! What the fuck's he doing?
Let's see how they respond.
Jesus
to
Christ! Please just take him out. For the love of God, take him out.
My faith strengthens me.
Yeah, the grenade god is very fucking powerful. Oh, come on. Are we going to have to go through this every time? I just have to wait for it to run out, I guess. Yeah, I'm going to turn this off. Stupid bodyguard. Dude, you can't shoot. You ran out of... Okay. Okay. All right. Come on. Enough. Any day now. Thank you. Okay, well, we're going to move him out here. We're going to charge over here. And then we're going to use...
I am fear incarnate.
All right, go on, D's nuts. Take him
Forge
down.
ahead. Suits my purpose. Another clean strike opposing me.
Okay, turns out D's nuts kind of built different. So, all right. I fuck with it. I fuck with it. Good on you, D's nuts.
Already done.
He's kind of strong. Okay. He moves here. Can he shoot him? All right. Go on, fire. Take him down. There we go.
Downfall.
God damn. Wait, what the fuck's that? What is that? What is that? Oh, nothing's on him. Okay.
I'm always ready.
All right, well, Seth has an injury on him, so we need a med kit. What is this? Denial of nightmares. If worn by a psyker, the wearer gains immunity to the horrors of the warp effect. Oh, dope. I definitely need to give that to Boom. The great Boom Dini.
Fate and fortune.
I have a different perspective. Curiosity sings in my veins.
Okay, Fire's voice may not have been the right
On
choice.
your feet.
Thank you. Now, where were we? Doubt is for the weak.
Okay.
Rise to the
Well,
top, or get left in the dust.
All right, let's loot everything. Okay, all right, we're getting some stuff. We're slowly gathering up stuff.
There, done.
Oh, rip off the poster. What do we find? No. A prisoner's shank. All right. All right, let's have a look at some of the stuff we just found. So we got a bunch of knives. We got a serrated mono knife, which is kind of dope. We got... I guess we just have a different kind of stub revolver? Why is it these ones... Oh, no, rate of fire one. This one's, like, different. Okay. A new car! Yeah, that's right. Okay, I want... medium armor? No, I think... What do I want? Yeah, I think I'm going to equip this armor. We need to put... You guys don't have, like, any fucking armor on. Okay, we need to change that. All right, there we go. Okay, I think we're good for now. Improved auto pistol. Wait, is there anyone using pistols that we could swap this to? And she's using just regular swords. I'm going to give her a knife. Here we go. She's going to go dual knives and just carve up motherfuckers that way. Sounds good. These nuts, he's just straight chilling. He's living his best life with his chainsword. More knives, grenades. All right, let's grab that. It's fine.
Is there money to be made?
Wait, was there anything this way that I missed? Actually, I don't know. Let me go check. Can't get in this door? No? Can I turn off mods now? I can. I'm going to turn you off. I'll restart the game. I'll leave it for now. But I don't want to deal with that fucking glitchy bodyguard shit, so... God damn. Alright, prison guard key. Alright, we need the key. That's good.
That's how it's done.
Okay, so there's the symbols of chaos here, so some shit's obviously hit the fan a little bit.
Let us not dawdle.
Bro, this place is like... This place is pretty nutty. We go in here? Alright, Ned, open the door.
I rise to the
Good,
occasion.
Ned. Oh, what the fuck? Wait, are we about to fight? Are we about to fight these guys? Did we just get ambushed? I think we just got ambushed. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Maybe not. Thank the throne. Normal looking faces. We thought we were going to die here with these nutters. The old man with a gap-toothed smile drops his weapon and holds out his hand in a placating gesture. Please don't shoot us, your nobleness. Let us speak a word. Give me a reason not to execute you on the spot. Here's the deal. We're honest, quiet inmates. We didn't want to riot, but, well, sitting it out wasn't really an option either. So the warden's lapdogs made short work of those who refused to join in the festivities. So we had to, you know, play along. But that's all it was, play. We never meant no offense to Governor Medina, nor to the lawful authority of House Winterscale. Give us a chance, eh? We just want to wait until everything blows over and we can go back to our cells and quietly do the rest of our time. If I spare you, what do I gain from it? Now, how can lowly jailbirds hope to thank your noble self, huh? I have an inkling. You see, us here, we're, how should I put this? Different from the rest of the prisoners in this place. They're all petty thieves from Rykad Minoris, debtors, gutter snipes. They're no one serious. Now we, your nobleness, are cut from a different cloth altogether. We're fortune seekers from the void. Why don't we tell you we're on Footfall Station? You know Footfall, the only shipyard and best market in all of the Coronis expanse. Yes, so we're on Footfall. You can find some very serious business-minded people and how you can get yourself a very special discount from them on some very special goods. What kind of very serious people? The most serious kind, your nobleness. Have you heard about the Fellowship of the Void? It's the largest pirate alliance in the Expanse. There is no leader, of course, but there are some terribly serious captains who decided that cutting each other's throats over loot was, well, what do you call it? Counterproductive. But cutting throats together, that's anti-counterproductive. And well, their joint efforts leave them with an excess of spoils, so they need to dispose of it somehow, and I, your nobleness, just happen to know someone who handles such kind of dealings on behalf of those very serious people. You were pirates. I came across a void ship belonging to your associates. They were planning to break you out. The man grunts, huffs, and makes up his mind. Well, now that's out of the bag. Our fellows were supposed to come get us a long time ago, but they got tied up somewhere. Void Kraken's gullet with them. And then all this time we had to wait. This happened. Pardon me for trying to pull the synth wool over you. It's just that we want nothing to do with this whole warden nonsense. So what now? Will you let us go? I do like loot. Very well. I shall spare you. Oh, that's so great to hear, your nobleness. Just great. Now there's a true aristocrat. Not that warden creep. Now then, your nobleness. Where was I? If you're ever on Footfall Station, there's this district there, the Shadow Quarters. It's called that because it's located behind the statue of our holiest emperor. I've known folks who called it something else on account of it being behind the statue. Don't repeat their mistakes, I tell you. Reverend Hieronymus wasted no time finding and burning them all. Forgive an old man for getting distracted. So Footfall, the Shadow Quarters, there's a bar there built into the remains of an old ship. And in that bar, in the back room, a certain riser does her business. Tell her Grandpa Buckval says hello. You'll be her favorite client in the blink of an eye. There we are. Well, your nobleness, we'll be going now, if you don't mind. Heretical, you may go. Iconoclast, I shall not leave you here to die at the hands of the warden's henchmen. Go tell my pilot that it is the Lord Captain's order you are sent to my ship. You will join my ship's crew. You have my personal pardon as a rogue trader. Or, I've changed my mind. By his name, I will not let heretical riffraff such as yourselves leave this place alive. No, 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 no. I'm gonna pardon these guys and get my fucking reward. He said, thanks. We are most grateful, your nobleness. The old man glances at you somewhat skeptically, but then smiles and leaves. I did not realize the time, so I think we're probably going to wrap it up here, actually. Seems like a good place to end it, you know? Seems like a pretty solid place to end it.
Done.
Axe. Ooh, a las gun. You know, that's pretty good. Oh, I hope you guys are enjoying this game. I want to play it some more. It's a lot of fun. I want to try figure out that TTS thing, because I feel like if we can get some decent TTS reading some of these other characters, it would kind of just enhance the experience. Just so they don't all sound like me. But yeah, other than that, I'll see you guys tomorrow, where Fire and I will be doing something. I have no idea. Maybe it'll just be having a conversation about something. I'm not sure. But you guys have a great night / day / whatever it is for you, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye now.